You guys let me know if it's functioning now. Okay, so I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay? Can you guys hear me? Ah! I changed nothing. I changed nothing. But you can hear my voice, you say. Okay, well, okay, you can hear my voice. And next test, can you hear my audio? Can you hear those drums? Bongos, whatever the hell. Chun Liang. Oh, you need a cookie? You have low blood sugar? Writing swear words on the internet. You think that stuff still works on people, buddy? Oh my days. Julian G99. Somebody is right now, someone in the world, guys, under an anonymous name, is just trying to type insults to somebody that they've never seen. And I hope that makes, I mean, maybe it makes people feel good. You know, I've always wondered about that. Maybe like it gives people some type of weird, like, oh, I feel more like a man or something, you know? But I've never understood it. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. Junlian G99 has nothing better to do in their lives than to come and try. Man, you're failing miserably. I was on the internet in the days of Xbox Live. You are, bruh, I know 12-year-olds who can give you more insults than this. Keep going, June. Keep going. Keep typing. You're helping my impressions. Like, keep it coming, my friend. Harry Potter land. Harry Potter land. He's calling me magic. Is I think the understanding. He's calling me magic. I think that's what it is. I am a magician. So, Harry Potter land. Dude, this is the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. London boy. Oh my god. Magician on the track. London boy on the track. London boy on the track. Oh my god, this is so much fun. Jun Liang, what else do you got? Keep going, bro. Keep going. Don't stop now. Don't stop now. Keep going. Yes, keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Go. Keep it coming, dude. Keep them coming. Tommy, I'm gonna give you a special badge, by the way. I'm gonna give you a special badge. I'm gonna give you a VIP badge. Tommy. Hold up. Okay, the badge thing takes so long to load for some dumb reason. I'm giving you, oh, there we go, there we go. I'm giving you a VIP badge, and I'm also gonna give you OG badge, because you were one of the, like, you were here early. You were here early before this is blowing up. You were here deep, super early. What is it? Where is the OG? Come on, come on. Boom. I hope you can see them now, Tommy. You should be able to add them or give them to yourself. I don't know how that works. Yeah, okay, okay. It's there. Now, how do I get out of here? Stream? Okay, boom. We're back. We're back. We're back. Dude, where's Jun Liang gone? He threw a couple of insults and now he's gone back to doing what? You're highborn now, Tommy. Yes, you are royalty. You are the royal highness, Tommy, out here kicking butt. Your Highness. Your Highness, welcome to the studio. I have many wares and technologies for you to look at. Ooh. I have all the technologies. Back under his bridge, dude, that has to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. Tommy, get your badge on. I want to see them. So guys, if you didn't see, some dude called Jun Liang 99 just came in here through like 12-year-old abuses and then ran away like a 12-year-old would. Weak, man. Weak. So weak, bruv. I thought the internet had turned us into a little harder machines than that. But terribly weak. And we were like, keep going, and he's run away. We couldn't even keep it up. For what? For what, this guy, huh? I tell him insult, he don't want to insult, huh? He come in with insult, I say keep going, and now he's, I don't know what to say. I don't know, Drew, do you know how to equip badges? Let my dude Tommy know how to do that. Cause I don't know. I just know how to give them to people. But yeah, how do you equip the badges? I've never known how to do that. Don't feel bad, Tommy. I literally have no idea how to do it. Literally no idea. So don't feel bad. Oh, OG VIP. Listen, bro, you got all the, listen. He figured it out. You are the son of God right now, Tommy. You if you find some water and walk on it, like you won't sink. I swear. I swear you won't sink. About to be damned mortals. Dude, what was I gonna do before this other idiot came into the chat trying to throw abuses? Yeah, I was gonna test out some drum kits. Okay, I was gonna test out some drum kits. Because what's really sick? What's really sick? Okay, hold up. I'm gonna turn on. I have a really cool like air purifier behind down here. You guys can't see it. Oh wait, it's that thing. Yeah, it's that thing. This thing over here. This white cylinder. And I can make it blow air. I can make it blow air. So you're working on a music video, Tommy? What? You make music videos, my dude? Is this a thing? You're a music what? Bro, in the Discord, you need to drop a link. Handpan? What is a handpan? Drew, let me know what that is. So yeah, I was gonna scroll through drum kits because I have all these. How many do I have? Does it tell me? I have 3,842 separate drum kits, dude. And each drum kit has patterns built in. So what I do is I just listen to them. Ooh, like, is it the round one and it's got like weird kind of hexagons like smashed in? You mean the Jamaican one? I call it the Jamaican one, or the Caribbean sounding one. Actually, we have the internet, my dude. What am I doing here? I can just Google this. I can literally just Google this. Hold up. I'm Googling a handpan, guys. High grade streamer activity right here, dude. Googling a handpan. Okay. Handpan. Oh, yeah. I know what this dude is. Oh, sick. Well, where's your cousin been posting them? Send them over, dude. I want to see. Yeah. There's a meme about this where it's like, if you go take ayahuasca, you'll quit your job and then just start playing this handpan at music festivals. Well, not everyone, but you know what I'm talking about. In fact, on Twitter, I'm big. I use Twitter a lot. There's actually a decent amount of like really proper Silicon Valley people, like who had crazy jobs, who went to Peru or whatever, did ayahuasca, came back and just quit everything, and they were like, okay, now now it's just holistic living. Like I don't care about my job anymore. My job is meaningless, and it's like, oh, deep, okay. So quite a few people this has happened to. Like a few people have been talking about it and been like, oh yeah, I have a couple of workmates who just bailed. They were like, life is more meaningful than this job, and they quit. So Tommy, you need to send me those music videos that you're working on. I want to see. And Drew, you need to send me your cousin's work. Or in Argentina. Is it Argentina, Tommy? Where were you? You need to remind me. Yeah. Link that Discord. Link that Discord. Okay. Can I ask you guys for real? Is it me or is Discord does it download an update every single time you open the app? Every single time I open Discord, it has to download a freaking update. Why? Why? Can't they just like, I don't know. Anyway, I guess I don't even know. Why am I making excuses for them? I'm complaining. Constantly. Okay, so hand pans, we know what that is. We're in there. Verifying Discord, man. What is your problem? And then checking for updates. Oh, it's downloading more. 3 of 6. What is this? Drew, I'm blaming Discord right now. Discord's being a poop face, man. It's being real poop face right now. It's being a real poop face. Let me tell you something, this Discord right here, every time I open it up, it's got some update thing going on. I mean, come on, damn. How many updates are you going to have in one day, mister? Okay, I think you just downloading some FBI spyware onto my computer and you just don't want to tell me. You got the feds. The feds are downloading software on my system now. That's what's happening. Damn. What is Discord's problem? There you are. I'm going to jump back here. Not like there's anything crazy or illegal on my Discord. I don't think it's allowed, so, you know. All right. Scroll down to scroll down to here. Ooh, Tommy, I see this. I see it. I don't think I can play this because I'm streaming on YouTube also. Yeah, so I'll just have to. Oh, no, that's the music video. Hold on. Where is the other one? Is it in samples and promo or share your stuff? Where did you put it? Where did you put it? Yeah, I muted it. It's playing on this other tab, but I was like, Hugh! Silenced it. Drew, is your homie's stuff copyrighted? Yeah, Tommy, send it. Put it in, I guess, share your stuff. Put it in there, I think. Shamey and no love, yes. No lo ves. No lo ves. I'm learning, it's Spanish you speak also, Tommy, right? Or is it like not exactly Spanish, like Portuguese? You know what I'm talking about? Yo, also, Tommy, I'm very curious. Are there hella Germans in Argentina, just low-key? No lo ves. What does that mean, Tommy? Teach me your ways. Teach me the ways of Argentina. Tommy, I don't know if you know this. Drew, also, let me know if you know about this. When Nazi Germany got broken up, a shitload of Germans moved to Argentina, like proper Nazis. And their descendants are still there. And they're like proud of their family. They have photos of their family doing the salute and everything. And they like, I think they grew up not understanding that those guys were crazy bad. And they're like, oh, that's my grandfather. And you're like, oh, do you know what that sign on his shirt, on his, you know what that means? That flag, you know that red, you know, the logo? And they're like, oh, what? Like, yeah, it was my granddad's crew. And you're like, it was more than that. Whoa, Drew, that's trippy. AI mod was like, we're not talking about that guy. Yeah, watch them at Hunting Hitler. Is that a show? Is that a show, Drew? Because I'm about to watch that. Okay, is Richard Morby your cousin, Drew? I think I can play this without copyright. because he's just performing, right? But it's on pause, so let me know if I'm allowed to play it first, Drew. Lithuanian and Italian family. I have a German face. Argentina is strange. Oh my god, Tommy. So what's the main language? Yeah, okay, Drew, I'm playing it. I'm playing it. Ooh, let's listen to your cousin. Is this him? This is your cousin's channel, Drew? Ooh, Tommy, I see what you put on here. Second screen. Okay, I'll also look at that. Whoa. Okay, Drew. So apparently, Hitler, the word is not allowed. AI mod is like, you can't say that. I guess it's probably safer that you can't. But like, how do you refer to him then? Tommy, you better not get me striked. Yeah, buddy. Adolf. Okay, so that's how we'll refer to him then. Dude, Drew, this is beautiful as hell. What? Oh, damn it. Okay, so my... Why can I not... There we go. You rap in Spanish too? No mames, way! I know that's Mexican Spanish, but what? That's sick, dude. Hold on. I'm commenting on Drew's cousin's thing, giving him some support. There we go, Drew. I said, dude, this is beautiful. Your cousin Drew sent me here on my stream. Played it on stream and it was so sick. You are a talent, my guy. Took me to outer space. And I subscribed to him too as well, Drew. We're out here supporting each other, my dude. You talk like Lionel Messi? Bro. Bruh. Is that what you say to girls? Is that what you say to girls, Tommy? Tommy, you better not get me striked. Okay, there's no sound. Oh, dude, it looks super sick so far. Does that say Salve? What does that mean? Is that you? Is that your face, though? That's what I'm saying. Is that your face? Is that a music video for your own thing? Drew, you mean he's a forager? Like this dude just lives out in the wilderness and just like makes music, like plays this thing randomly? Like, Drew, it's you could easily argue that is one of your least problematic family members. You could easily argue that. It's like, oh, Sean, was it his name Sean? I forget his name already. I can go to my YouTube history and check. Richard Morby. I don't know why I said Sean. What the hell? Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. What? This guy's only owned it for 3 weeks? I mean, I guess you could have been learning it for longer, but heck yeah, dude. That's so sick. Oh, from Houston. How did you link up, dude? How did you link up with him, Tommy? Drew, your cousin sounds like a freaking awesome dude. What? This dude just lives life unproblematically and like invents things and plays music out in the wilderness. Man. Dude, anyone who plays the handpan, I feel like, well, okay, let me not lie. Some of them are right dicks because, excuse my French, because like some people will just do something only because they think it'll make them cool or feel more superior. But this dude, this comes off real genuine. Like just even seeing his comments on the video, like his description, like on this one here. Yeah, he seems very musical and very chill, man. Very chill dude. Drew, you got you got me hooked, bro. I'm a fan. I've subscribed, so I'll be playing this stuff randomly when I work. I'm all about it. And the footage is kick ass as well, dude. Dude, I could sample this. Yeah, Drew, keep in touch with him, bro. This seems like one of those types of people that is good to have in your life, you know, like someone who's just unproblematic and just doing whatever. Like, I feel like it helps, you know, it helps having that type of energy around. Nick Gers. Well, underscore 193. Can I have a shout out? Nick Gers. That is the wildest username. Oh, my auto mod deleted your name. It deleted your comment after. Whoa, that's so insane. Drew, how original. Listen, you have to allow uncreative people some space, my dude. But dude, Nick, tell me about this name. Tell me why you came up with it. Tell me. And it says underscore 193, which means like there's a bunch of other ones out there. Is your real name Nick? Nick GURRS underscore 193. NICKGURRS. Are you black, Nick? Are you black, Nick? Tell us, please. Come on. Tell us right now. Say it. Are you black, Nick? Nick GURRS underscore 193. Me? I'm chocolate. I'm chocolate. Chocolate. Oh, Nick, I hope you came to chill and not troll, because I grew up in the Xbox Live days, my friend. No one around today can hit that level of troll. Hazelnut. Ooh. Mmm. Mocha? Mocha? Let me have a look at that color real quick. Which one of these, Nick? Which one of these? Because you either have a skin... Well, okay. You mean like this kind of mocha or like this kind of mocha here? You know what I'm talking about? Which mocha are you? Oh, very dark. Okay. Okay. Drew. Oh, flat white, you think? Nick, you're gonna have to fight these allegations, my dude. I don't know how, but you're gonna have to prove it somehow, my dude. You're gonna have to prove it somehow. Okay, well, okay. Let's say you are then. Let's keep going. What's your what is your ancestry? Like what part of the mother Africa are you from? Oh my god, Tommy, it removed tit. Don't say sorry to Automod. Automod's out here making us have less fun. But I have to keep it on because like some people will say crazy things. What part of Congo? Go, quick. What part of Congo? What city? What city? What area? Come on. Quick. Bruh, come on. You could answer faster than that. Okay, tell me your Congolese name. What's your Congolese name? What's your last name? Boca. Boca Raton. Boma. Okay. Uh-huh. Keep going, bruv. So what's your name? What's your last name? Kali is your last name, you're saying? Is it short for something else? Nick, my automod does not like your username, bruv. I just got a notification that you leveled up and it doesn't want to say your name. Nick is like Voldemort or Israel. Like you or Hitler. We are also like you put that in the chat. Automod is like no. No. Nick. Your name is up there with Hitler. You understand me? Like your username. My Automod does not like it, man. Automod is on. Automod is must stop. Yeah, Nick, Nick, I hope you understand that your username is I mean, listen, maybe Nick is just trolling me, but Nick, I hope you understand that your name is it's a problem for the automod, okay? Because I think me, you, and everyone else in this chat we know what it sounds like. Why did you choose that name if you're from Congo? Congo has some of the darkest human beings on the planet, dude. Not gonna lie, you seem like a nice person to chill with. Nick, I hope you're not trolling me. That's nice of you to say, but I hope you're not messing with me, bruv. I'm a chill dude, man. I'm very genuine. Like like what you like, dude. I have the autism, so like being fake, I can't do it. I don't know how to be fake. I can't do it. So what you're seeing right now is if you met me in person, this is exactly how I'd be. Like I'm a very chill guy, very relaxed dude, and I'll give anyone the time of day, bro. Because when I was growing up, people like I guess you could say overly empathetic. So like I had people who like I was around people who were super mean and bullies, and I didn't because of I didn't understand why they would like that. I didn't understand even what was happening. When as I grew up, I was like, oh, those guys were just being mean. Like I still don't understand. So for me, I'm just a nice dude, bro. Even if someone tries to be mean to me, bro, like all they can do is say words, dude. It's just words. Except for your username and Hitler and tit. You can't say those on chat. Oh man. I feel like Automod is freaking out over your username, but it's like I have to let him be there. But then if you write your username in chat or if my bots say anything about your username, it immediately gets deleted, Nick. So unless you change your username, you're not going to see your level up notifications or anything like that because your username is extremely unfortunate, my friend. I appreciate very nice good vibes. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So are you so where do you live now, Nick? Are you in Congo or are you somewhere else? Tell me, what part of Argentina are you in? Have you told me? By the way, this is CBD, not nicotine. I don't smoke cigarettes. This is CBD. It helps with anxiety and relaxing and stuff. It's pure CBD. I have like I have like an oil thing, but it's vapable, obviously. I'm not just vaping anything like a psycho. You're in the Congo. What time is it there? What's your weather like? Tommy. Tommy, I have that other green stuff, but I'm on new meds, so I can't smoke it. But I have that other stuff. That other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can show it on stream. I might get in trouble. They come in real cool, like shiny packs. It's very cool stuff, actually. One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Get on the floor. Police! Ah! Okay, I was supposed to be testing drum kits, guys. What? I'll keep talking, but I'm testing drum kits. Shut the door. No, it's open the door, bro. The police want you unless you shut the door, then you get the SWAT team on your butt. These are literally just default drum kits. No, it's 3, 4, shut the door. Okay, what's the whole song? 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. What is this? And where is this song from? There's a lot of like regular culture stuff that I'm maybe not necessarily even like switched on about, because I just don't pay attention to certain things, or like I learn things really late where like somebody will be like, have you seen this? And I'm like, no one's ever shown it to me. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, don't be late. Seven, 8, lay them straight. What are we talking about here, Nick? What are we talking about right now? What are we laying straight? Oh, the sticks. Okay. Lay them straight. Okay. 9, 10. Okay, so 1, 2. Wait. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Shut the door. 5, 6. Pick up sticks. 7, 8. Lay them straight. 9, 10. Big fat hand. Did you learn this in school? I didn't get taught this. I'm kind of jelly. That's a fun one. Mick, how old are you? I am 420 years old, Nick. I'm your elder. You need to listen to me. You need to listen to your elders, Nick. Especially if you're in Africa right now. You know the importance of this. Nick, okay. If you're in, do you know what a tokolosh is, Nick? I'm gonna write it in the chat for you. Do you know what this is? Tell me what you think it is, Nick. Type it in the chat. What do you think it is? Or what is your understanding of what that is? Tommy and Drew, I'll explain this to you in a second. I want to know what Nick tells me about it. I know he might have, I mean, I'm just hoping he's not just like Googling everything I ask him, because that's poor form. Like, even if you don't, like, even if you're trolling me, at least make something up. Be fun about it. Be fun about it. But just tell me what you think it is. And please be honest. Like, if you don't know what it is, that's fine. But just tell me what you think it is. Bruv, that's copy paste internet. Nick, you're either a god level troll, or you're just not trying to have fun, my dude. It's one of the two. Okay, so Tommy and Drew, a tokolosh is it's a little demon bastard, okay? It's a little demon, just a super mean, annoying, screw everything up, mess with your head at night when you're walking home. Okay, like basically a literal troll is what a tokolosh is. That's what a tokolosh is. and it comes from South Africa. Nick, do you have a version of that in Congo? Also, Nick, like on a serious note, bro, the things happening in Congo right now, like I'm on the news, man, and bro, the gold mining and the kids, bro, that's real. Like that stuff, bro. That stuff makes me upset, man. Just like I don't like where the world is right now economically, bro. I really don't like where the world is economically, bro. Like Congo is getting just ruined by mining companies. So many kids are just dealing with a horrible life out there, man. Like I've been seeing documentaries and news footage. There's kids like mining for gold and diamond, bro. Just on a serious note, man. Like I really empathize with them, man, and I hope there's something that we can do in the world that will just stop that type of thing from happening, bro. Because that stuff makes me annoyed, bro. It makes me angry. I wish we could just stop it. Help all them kiddies. Just go to school, bro. Have fun. Learn nursery rhymes like we did, bro. It's really upsetting knowing that there's a bunch of kids out there like they're dealing with it way worse than we are. We get to have the internet, have to party. We can troll, you know. So I'm grateful. La Cochata. That's what you call the little demon in your town? Have you ever seen one? Do you have stories of it? For the Tokolosh, I've heard stories like they will, like, while you're sleeping, they'll open up your roof and then throw poop on you while you sleep. Like, that's the type of stuff Tokoloshes do. Like, they're straight up dickheads, bro. They're straight up mean idiots. You know what I'm saying? Straight up meanies. La Cochata. Oh my days. I'm Googling this thing. Oh, come on. Did you make it up? Send me something. Bomberito. Okay, do you know Chupacabra, Tommy? And even kidnap children? Exactly. That's what a Tokolosh does. They are just straight up badly behaved little demons. And they're hairy, I think. I think so. And Chupacabra also. Oh my god. Did you mean to say Chupacabra, my dude? Chupacabra? It's a beast? But it was a little... I mean, they're all kind of beasts, right? Chupacabra. Let's see. What's Wiki saying? Dios mío. Literally goat sucker. Oh, look at this, dude. Chupacabra is a Tokolosh. What do you mean? This is a Tokolosh right here, dude. This is a Tokolosh right here. This is what they like. That right there. Jesus, man. I would poop myself if I saw that. Okay, it says Pombero. Is Pombero also correct? Because this is again Tokolosh. This is even a closer approximation. But Pomberito means it's small, right? Pombero is like big size. Pomberito is small, right? Isn't that the one? Yeah. See, hey, I know what I'm talking about, bro. My girlfriend's Spanish. What? Spanish from Spain, actually. Proper Spanish. So I've been trying to learn that stuff. Pomberito. Wow, yeah, this dude is whew. This dude doesn't look like he can run very fast based on this legs, but I guess it's a carving, you know, so C for impulse. It's okay. I understand C. How about this, Tommy? Tengo sed. Or is it tienes? Tienes sed. Is that for me? Tengo sed is you. Tienes sed is me, right? Okay, tell me about that ritual, Nick. Tell me about this ritual. Tienes is me, yeah? Tienes said, I'm thirsty. Tengo said is you're thirsty, correct? Tengo is me. Okay, tengo. Tengo said, me. Tienes, you. Okay. Tengo. I always mix them up. Every time I say it out loud, I flip it around. It's like putting a USB in the port. You always do it wrong the first time, dude. I have good pronunciation. Yo, good to know. Good to know. It's coming. Nick, tell me about this ritual. What is the ritual for? What are you ritualing? And unfortunately, I can't find the creature of your culture in here. I mean, surely there would be. Not everyone pronounces it that well. I mean, sure, it's another language. But I just try to get. I try to learn. When I'm learning languages, I try to be able to pronounce them really well. You know what I mean? Let's. That's an interesting kit. And guys, what's really sick about these drum kits? If I just load it, all the sounds come out and I can remix it or whatever, do whatever I want. So I just listen to the kits to know what are the sounds in there. Ooh. That one's sick. I like that. That was a cool little vibe right there. I'm gonna favorite that. Ugh. So our grandparents used to practice this ritual. They told us they would burn animals until there was only ashes and bones, and then they would take the ashes and throw them in a bonfire. Okay. So why do they do this? What are they trying to do? What's the goal? So so in my country, in Kenya here, it was even on the radio. Some dude got like beaten up in a village because he was practicing witchcraft. And the funny thing about the story is, like basically here in Kenya and in general Africa, like when you go to a witch doctor, they always send you on like weird side quests. They're like, go get this, go get that. You know what I mean? Like you have to go do the work. You go get the ingredients and stuff, and then you bring it back to them, or you go get the hair of somebody. Like if you're trying to make a potion, that type of nonsense. So this dude was told to, I don't know what he was trying to do. He was told to do all this stuff, right? And one of the steps, the last step, was to get a puff adder and like to catch one and eat it and cook it. And if you guys don't know what a puff adder is, it's like a short kind of snake, but this thing is extremely poisonous. So anyway, this dude starts going on the side quests and he does everything until he catches. And apparently, like the townsfolk they just knew what he was up to. Then once he caught the snake, they were like, "No, it's done, it's over." And then they beat him up at that point. And what was really funny was, even the radio people were just cracking up about it. It was like, why didn't you stop him right at the start? Like, why did you let him go on the entire side quests? And then when he was getting the final ingredient, that's when you guys beat him up. Like, what was that about? To spread a protective angel around our town, protect us from the dead. Ooh, Nick, that's freaky. Has it ever happened in the past that people didn't do this and the dead came? And what was that like? Or have you heard stories of what the dead are like? And where do they come from? And who's bringing them? Who's waking up the dead? You know what I mean? Who's responsible? Who's responsible for this? That's what I want to know. Because if your loved ones die, they're also the dead. So which dead are the bad ones? You know what I'm saying? And is it like crawl out of the grave dead, or is it like spirit dead? Like you know what I mean? Like what type is it? All right, Tommy. It's the trolls you want to watch out for. I love it, Drew. And you know what's funny, Drew? Like people out here actually believe like trolls are a thing. People believe in that stuff. And I'm not saying they're crazy, because I've heard stories from like people like people in the rural areas, people without TV, right? They don't have TV. They don't have much magazines or anything like that. And then they'll describe, like, I have So the coast in Kenya is called, like, that area is called Mombasa. Dude, the amount of stories I've heard of mermaids, and the mermaids that they describe are kind of like sirens. Like, they'll pull you into the damn ocean, my dude. But you'll hear a story from a dude in the wilderness, like rural areas, doesn't watch TV, whatever. And this dude's describing like he saw a mermaid. And you have to go like, bro, he's clearly not making that up. Like, he clearly saw what I know is a mermaid. This dude is saying he saw it and he's describing it. And he's not watched any TV shows or anything that tells him this is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Those stories are crazy. Nick, so they just make you sick? What kind of sickness? I know there's ways to fight them. Even as an individual, there's ways to fight them. So what type of sickness do they give you? Yeah, what sicknesses do they give you? I'm very curious about this. Drew, any stories on your part? Have you got any family or ancestry that's like, yo, man, there's some crazy things going on? Or what's your ancestry, Drew? Do you have anything like that? Oh, I need to hear these. What's that bass? Oh, I love that. What? Dude, that's a really sick drum kit. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that for something. You get a fever, you get rashes. Aspirin. What do you mean by aspirin? Skin dries out, it leads to death. So what's their purpose? Because with all these creatures, there's always a purpose. Like, there's a reason why they want to hurt you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I figure things out. That's how you fight. That's how you fight evil, my friend. You figure out why they're doing what they're doing. And once you know why they're doing what they're doing, they can't beat you anymore. Yes, what sins? What sins? On whose behalf as well? Is there like a higher god or entity that tells them that you've sinned? Yeah, see, I'm the type of dude, if I was in your village, I'm the type of dude who I would cause so many problems for your townsfolk. Because I'd be like, no, I'll wait for them. I'll wait for them to show up and then let's figure this out. Because when you say sins, you see, sometimes, and I know, like, I've heard these stories before, certain people and cultures or families, like, they'll just say sins so that, like, it's just used as a way to keep you behaving well or keep you doing what they want. And I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm saying that they don't give you the exact reasons because either they don't know or they just would rather you just do what they say because, because reasons. So they catch you for your sins. Okay, give it to me like this. What type of sins? Let's get it that way, because I know there's going to be a specific thing. It's not just any sin. You can't not sin as a human being. That is impossible. And who decides what the sins are? Is there like a 10 commandments type situation? Is it Christian sins? You know what I'm saying? What type of sins are they? Because different cultures have different sins. In some religions, being polygamous is okay. You can have many wives. In other cultures, that's a sin because it's technically adultery if you're not hooking up with your wife. Even though they marry multiple people, you know what I'm saying? Drew says, so thing with sightings is our brain will try to make sense of these things automatically. For example, putting faces on shapes or shadows. Drew, this is true. This is true. I'm with you. But Drew, there's also like another aspect of, how would I put this? Like with UFOs, Drew, I know like that stuff is legit. That stuff is going on right now. I've listened to straight up military people like straight up talking about it and describing things and telling you like this is real. I'm going to testify in front of Congress. There's a dude called David Grush who's literally like, we have recovered non-human craft and we've recovered like biologics, he calls them. But it's like the bodies of the occupants. So there is also some stuff. But Drew, you're right. We see shapes and faces in clouds, for example. You need to live a life free of greed. Yeah, man, I'm with you, Nick, because like some of those superstitions, they might be rooted in reality, but then they're just used to control the villagers and the population, especially if you live in a small village where like people aren't necessarily well educated. They have no choice but to believe that stuff. Like religious leaders and witch doctors, bro, they always end up controlling the village through fear and like taking advantage of their ignorance because they don't know what's going on, you know? Like Drew, here's one that was super interesting. This dude went to the Amazon, I think it was, because he was looking for this village, and in this village they were telling stories, and these dudes are telling you with a straight face, dude, like full adults, women, like everyone in the village is like, oh yeah, there's these spiders. There were these spiders that was so big that they've dragged away kids. Like there's people like, yeah, my kid's gone, like legit. I saw that thing drag them into the forest and run off. So Drew, what's funny about Bigfoot is some people really believe Bigfoot's a thing. Loch Ness for a while, but currently there's I wish the internet was a thing back then, because there were people telling stories about the Loch Ness, people who said they saw it, but because there was no internet like that, those stories didn't go any further than that little town. You know what I mean? Maybe the news maybe said something about it, but that's all you'll hear. But now that we have the internet, bruh, if you search Bigfoot, like there are forums where people are like, oh no, like I've seen one. And they will straight up tell you like straight face, like, dude, I've seen one. And they'll describe it like a big ape type thing or whatever. And they're like, dude, there's not supposed to be apes here, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I'm not saying that they're all telling the truth, but what I am saying is there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Let me tell you something interesting, Drew. Where Area 51 is, Las Vegas, Nevada. Well, it's outside of Las Vegas, but it's in Nevada. The US military owns 90% of the land. Sorry, 80%. So 80% of that land, you can't touch, you can't explore it, you can't go. And it's mountain ranges, huge. Imagine owning 80% of a state. It's private military property, bro. And that's where Area 51's located. Bro, the stories I've heard about Area 51, shoo. Yeah, Nick, I feel like if you don't get any evidence about what it is, then you're like, why should I believe it? True, it's a wasteland, to be fair. Here's the thing. A lot of it, here's why I find it interesting, True. Because if it was just a wasteland, bet. I can get with that. But I've watched so many documentaries where people are like, people like, if you, and dude, this is crazy to me. So there's like these lines that they'll put either with tape or whatever, or a sign, and it's like, you can't cross this. Hey Tommy, it's like, I'm talking about Area 51 right now. So Drew, they'll be like, you can't cross this line. And like, this dude was doing a documentary. He literally stepped 1 foot across that line, and like 3 military pickups just showed up literally out of nowhere. And they're like, bro, they're like, we told you can't step over this line. You need to leave. And it's like, okay, it's a wasteland. Why is the military like so deeply, insanely protective of just a random wasteland? And I know you'll say military tests and classified whatever, but it's like fair, but 80% of the whole state, bro, it's just suspicious. That's the best I can say. It's highly suspicious, because there's other places where the military base is right next to a town. You can't see inside. They can do whatever, but you need 80% of a whole state. You need 80% of a whole state. Tommy, we were talking about this because Nick was telling us about there's these creatures in his village in Congo that they'll make you sick. And I was talking to him about how people are always using witchcraft and like spirituality to control people in the village, especially people who haven't gone to school or don't read. Like, it's very easy to trick those people with religion and like scary stories. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, Tommy, I still don't know if Nick is just a god level troll or if he's legit from Congo. It could be one or the other. It could be any of the above. I still don't know at this point. Well, it's a good one, and he's been fun to talk to, so I'm not mad about it. At least he came in and and chatted. You know, like that's the type of troll I can handle. That's a good troll. That's a good troll. Give me random stories. And Drew, Roswell. Oh my days. So here's one crazy thing about Roswell, Drew. There is somebody who's alive right now whose dad was one of the soldiers or military personnel who went to the Roswell's crash, like right when it happened. And this guy tells the story of how his dad came home that day with a box full of stuff. And his dad was like, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. I want to show you guys this stuff before I have to go to the base. And he showed this guy as a kid. He was like, there was this weird metal where you crumple it up and it would go back to its original shape. There was these weird I-beams with writing on them. And obviously, like the next day. And what's crazy is it was in the newspaper. The military, Drew, you will not believe this. You will not believe this, Drew. Some crop circles are fake, but there is a huge amount of them that are genuinely unexplainable. And it goes to, there's something that the crop circles do to plants that humans can't reproduce. Like humans, when they create crop circles, they'll just crush the plants with a plank of wood and a rope. I know that whole story. I know that whole shebang. It's a thing. I'm with you. But there are other crop circles where there's just weird magnetic readings for no reason, and radiation readings when you stand in the crop circle, but also all the flowers and the plants are undamaged. Like they're laying flat, but they're not broken in any way. They're not broken in any way. And there was this thing called, let me see if I can look it up. It was like, there's this thing that it does to the plants. Like I've listened to genuine proper scientists explaining this, and it's like, dude, so like there is an amount of crop circles that are legitimately real, and it doesn't make sense. When I say legitimately real, I mean like legitimately effects to the plants that a human being with a plank of wood could not have done. This. Okay, it's not this. There is like a nodes. Hold up. Bro, I'm about to blow your mind. Okay, this apical node. So proper crop circles like crop circles that humans have made, the plant's nodes will look like this, but then it's like in the shape of a crop circle, right? And it's all broken up. But the legit ones, these nodes elongate, they stretch somehow, 172% stretch. And the scientists who I listened to were like, so they were just like, we don't understand. Like there's no good known reason why, like no human being can do this to a plant, especially in one night. Yeah, just full on unexplainable, bro. So like crop circles are a thing. There's some fake ones, but crop circles, like a huge number of them, there's really no good explanation for why they showed up or what they were made. Like there was this crop circle right here. Like this type of stuff. What was it? So there's a crop circle that was this Arecibo radio message. Right. I wasn't wrong. So, oh man, this will be hard to explain. But basically, a crop circle appeared that had this whole binary message. So we created this one here on the right, which is like, this was meant to be the thing we transmitted with. This is a human being. Then there's like this is our solar system in binary. And then a crop circle was made that looks like this other one within one night. And it had like all this binary, like it was showing different DNA. So this is the DNA, I think. This is the shape of a man here. This is the shape of, well, it looks like a classic gray alien. But dude, it's real bizarre. Really bizarre, this what's it called? Arecibo radio message. Hold up. It was real trippy, dude. Really trippy. So this was our attempt at phoning ET. So we made this. So in 1974, the most powerful broadcast ever deliberately beamed into space was made from Puerto Rico. The broadcast formed part of the ceremonies to mark a major upgrade to the radio telescope. It consisted of a simple radio message. So the message consists of 1679 bits arranged into 73 lines and 23 characters per line. So the graphic showing the messages reproduced here consists of the telescope, which is at the bottom, our solar system, DNA, a stick figure of a human, the biochemicals of earthly life, etc., etc. And then there was a response. Tommy, the double slit experiment is wild. Is so wild. There's another experiment, Tommy, called the delayed. It's called the delayed choice experiment. This came from the double slit experiment, and it's insane because what they basically did was they took, oh man, this will be hard to explain in a simple way. But they basically rigged up, you know what? Let me do this way. By the way, if you guys don't know about this website, Find, it's like a AI search engine, but it's for engineers and mathematicians and physicists. I have an engineering degree, so I'm not a dummy out here, but this is a really good product. So, explain the delayed choice experiment in one paragraph. Check this out. So it's a thought-provoking demonstration of quantum superposition and wave-particle duality. Don't worry about that. It involves a modified double-slit setup where the detection method is chosen after the photons have already been sent, right? So the photons exhibit wave-like behavior when they're not being detected, and then they act like a particle when we're looking at them. That's the whole double-slit thing. But by delaying the choice of detection method, the experiment challenges our understanding of when quantum systems collapse. So the experiment demonstrates that the quantum system can exist in multiple states. So basically, it sends this laser light in one direction, and it sends it to what are they called? Quantum entangled bits. So these bits are entangled with each other. And what happens is when this one changes, the other one changes immediately. They change immediately, which is so insane. Tommy, you might want to look up this guy. Because he wrote it all in Spanish. But this dude wrote a theory called the synergic theory. And as soon as he finished writing it in 98, dude just disappeared. Literally disappeared. He was born in Mexico. And his theory is insane. Like he went and looked at he followed like shamans and stuff, and this is from his description. Like apparently these shamans literally were doing things that seemed like magic. And he was like, I don't think this is magic. I think this is some type of physics that we have not yet understood. And the way he described it was basically like our universe is like a matrix of light, and our minds can interact with it, but we have to know. We have to know that it's like, we have to know that it's a thing. No, but he disappeared after writing this thing, so nobody even knows where he is. If he was just around and crazy, fine. We can just be like, oh, look at this dude. But he literally disappeared after he wrote this paper. And then there was this woman. Drew, I honestly think the pyramids are like, oh, they're like, they might be some energy device, because as of right now, there's been zero evidence that the pyramids were tombs. There's zero bodies found in there. The way it's built, the structure of it, it would seem like it's something that would use, that created energy or stored it as well, and using the Earth's geomagnetic field. Some crazy stuff. Drew, I'm going to show you something really insane. Erin Valenti. Okay, this is insane. So this woman here, days before she was found dead, right? She was a 33-year-old successful CEO. Check this out. In October 2019, Erin Valenti, a 33-year-old successful CEO of a tech company, traveled to California from Utah for business. On the day she was set to return, she made a series of bizarre phone calls to her parents, at one point stating, "It's all a game, it's a thought experiment, we're in the Matrix." She was then never heard from again, and police determined that she was voluntarily missing. 5 days later, she was found dead in the backseat of her rental car, parked on a street in a residential area of San Jose. No signs of foul play. Clean toxicology report. Official cause of death, acute manic episode. Dude, I think about this all the time. This woman was just like telling her parents, this is all a game. It's a game. And I've heard stories like that. I've heard stories from other people like that. Like, almost like life is almost some type of game, or bro, it's real weird. Really weird. Tommy, you say there were real pillages. There were pillages. I don't know if this is the right word, but they are such ancient stories. In fact, I think the tombs from Egypt were pillaged around 1400s. We'll never know if that's real. So agreed. There's a bunch of stuff that like was taken from those areas. However, I've listened to, like, I watched a documentary and they interviewed like one of the caretakers, and this dude is really old. He was alive when the Sphinx was still covered in sand up to the head. So he was there as they dug it up, and he said, like, he was like, this is not regular stuff, my dude. This is not regular stuff. Like the Egyptians, here's the thing, right? We can argue that the Egyptians. Oh, Drew, look. Can you say it, Drew? Your cousin said, "Oh wow, haven't spoken to Drew in ages. Thank you for the kind words." Yo, I love it, man. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel good. So your cousin knows that you're out here talking good about him, bro. That's good vibes. We're gonna get good karma today, I promise you. Today we're getting good karma, my dude. The pyramid code, this is what I was talking about. I don't know if we'll be able to see that. This guy. Where do we go? This man.
Much older than the pyramid.
Yeah, this dude.
The big dynasty, 2900 is a title to the king of the third dynasty, 2900 BC, roughly, said the books.
Drew, I seen a thing where they believed it's a technology from a past civilization that had a less technological evolution and a more focused advancements in sound and how sound can be manipulated. I agree with you, Drew. I think something to do with sound and vibrations that we just don't know. We don't understand it right now, but they figured it out. And so they were able to do crazy stuff. Welcome back, Tommy. What did you get from the market, you said, or what was that?
The step pyramid is located in a big courtyard, much older than the pyramid itself. And you can compare yourself with the same eye. You look at the pyramid and you look at the wall, you can see the difference.
This here.
Then it reflects the crystal.
Okay, listen to this.
Quartz crystal character.
Yeah, listen to this, dude. This is so strange.
These chunks of stone in front of Hakim are quartz crystal characteristic of the area.
If we go back to the ceiling here, then it reflects the crystal tile on the ground. This is what's left of it. This has been quarried by the natives in the area in the 17th century.
We see the remains of a quartz floor at Giza in the temple to the east of the second pyramid.
Now I'm pointing the jet pillar, which is symbolizing one of the ancient.
It's long, but basically they also explain that when the pyramid was built, you were writing while organizing the supermarket things. Yeah, buddy, doing some shopping. What'd you get? So Drew, they were talking about how like the pyramid, when it was originally built, it was made of like a rock that was very hard, like insulator of electricity. And then in between that, there was something that conducted electricity really well. And then on the outside, it was covered in this other material which did not conduct electricity. And basically what that does is it creates like a sandwich, and inside the sandwich, electrical activity can occur, and it can move around. And so if you have a good conductor outside of two insulators, basically it doesn't leak out electricity, and so it's really easy for electricity to move up and down in there undisturbed. And so from what these guys are saying is the pyramids were some type of energy collection device, some type of energy storage, who knows exactly, but something like that. And it's really intense, man. When you look at the pyramids, it's really intense how it's like, dude, something else was going on here. Like, this is not normal. This is not normal technology, bro. Like, and something else that people don't understand is people will say like, oh yeah, it was just a bunch of like villagers who built the pyramids. And it's like, dude, even if that was true, because I'm an engineer, right? For something like the pyramid to be built, civil engineering, architecture, math, and physics, someone had to know that stuff, properly know that stuff. You can't just build a pyramid by ordering people around. Like, you have to know what you're doing. And civil engineering must have been a thing. Here's what's insane. The pyramids, what was it? We are closer to the time of Cleopatra than Cleopatra was to the time of the pyramids. That's how old they are. Like, when Cleopatra was around, the pyramids were already super ancient. Like, they've been around. Drew, when you think of how far we've come in such a short time, then it's easy to believe a past civilization could have been more advanced in things we don't even think about now. 100%, dude. 100%. Like, there is technology out there. Like, I've seen structures that, like, the rock just looks all squished up and you can't even put a paper through it. And then there's like 70-ton, 100-ton bricks. And it's like, people want to say, oh, it was moved with wooden planks and ropes. And it's like, bruv, listen, I'm not even trying to say, I won't even go into the alien angle right now. We can remove that. Just, bro, do you know what's so interesting, Drew? I love that you said that. This video that I just played, it literally started playing on the moment of that disc, because they literally were like, they were talking about that disc. Will I find it? That's so funny that you brought that up, because where I had gotten to on this video, they were literally starting to talk about that disc. And I agree with you, the Schick disc, that thing, bruv, that thing does not make sense. Boom.
We can theorize. Energy can be created and manipulated in many ways. It is the lifeblood of a civilization and therefore an important resource.
In Egypt, there are 67 constructions all along the Nile like sails. And for those who has the eye, they can tell from the shape of that construction.
This dude is like the OG of the pyramids.
Form of angles,
like, he's been there.
That is a pyramid or a construction.
Like, this dude's been there. Forget what it's called. There we go. Schist disc. Schist disc. I'm gonna do Creative Commons. Get in here. Boom. So these ones here, I'm not gonna get copyrighted on YouTube. That's my understanding. And also stuff like this, bro. Drew, stuff like this as well. Like, people will say this was made with chisels. Are you high, dude? Are you high? Make this with chisels, dude? It's granite. Like, I think people don't understand what granite is. Like, that's basically marble, bro. That's one of the hardest materials out there. And then you're like, oh, they just chipped away at it with copper tools. Madman. But this disc, my dude, ooh, this disc is really interesting. All right, intro deep. What?
Next, all those who have examined it, especially the select Egyptologists that have had the opportunity to study it at great length. It's also made him suspect that this object was only a small part of a more complex mechanism, and that it was saved thanks to a stone reproduction for unknown reasons, made by an artist with unknown tools. And the fact that it demonstrates such a complex design at such a...
Why am I seeing a UFO here?
Air Chief Marshal Lord Dowding, who led the RAF during the Battle of Britain during World War II, examined the SOFO saucer in 1958. He actually believed it was genuine, describing it as a quote...
Dude, I love the dramatic music. Tommy, what's happening to your house, dude? What's going on? Is it because of the weather? Is it old house? Because my house also is old. Like, my house has been around for a long time, before I was born. It's not crappy, but old houses that are around for a long time, you just start to get problems, man, because, you know, just when a house lasts that long, you just naturally, just things start to happen. Dude, look at this. Drew, look at that rock. Look at that rock, Drew. I think they were saying these things are like hundreds of tons, or at least like over 70, 50 tons. And then people are like, we used wood and rope. Are you high, dude? You wooden rope? Get out of my face, man. Get out of my face. And again, like, we don't even have to go to the alien argument. If like, I understand that makes some people feel weird, even though from what I understand, from what I can see, aliens are a thing, dude. From what I can see, they're just a thing. But I think it's too scary a concept to deal with, that there might be stuff from out of Earth or another dimension, who knows. But I think it's scary to people to think about that stuff because it makes you think about your own existence, you know what I mean? Dude, I need to see this stuff in person, bro. Like, I want to go visit these ancient sites and just stand there, bro, and just be like, this is real. Like I'm here and this is happening right now. Cause there's a lot of stuff about these ancient sites that the news is just not going to tell you, bro. Unless you're a nerd like me and you search that stuff up, you're not going to see it. No one's going to tell you about it. It's just going to be there. Like, it's just going to be there. Like, I'm checking my phone because my girl went to this like retreat thing, not retreat, but it's like a sound therapy thing, and I think it's almost done. So I might get a FaceTime call real quick, but we'll see. I'm just keeping my device active to know, like, okay, I might get one. Let me open my messages too, make sure that shit is open. But yeah, dude, I'm very excited to see this stuff in person because I'm like, bro, this is legit. Like, this is definitely legit. It would be insane to discover something that you're like, what? Like, okay, let me show you something. I think this is copyrighted. Unfortunately, I think this is copyrighted. Let me do Creative Commons again. That's the best way for me to search stuff, is that way I don't get rolled by copyright algorithms. But hold up. Drew, I don't even know if you know that this happened, yeah? So this dude, Stephen Greer, is like a doctor who's been involved in this UFO stuff. He did an event at the National Press Club in DC where he got actual military pilots. Google wants to know, bro. That's it. UAP disclosure press conference. So, dude, look, this is a real thing that happened, right? So, let me see if I can find it. Because it was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing, dude. The things people said, I was like, what do you mean, dude? What do you mean? Like, there were actual legitimate people who, okay, so is it only on his channel? Dude, my mouse is starting to move funny. Is the feds already on my butt? Is the press already messing with me? Okay, so here it is. Press Club. I'm not gonna play it because I don't want it to get, I don't want to get wrecked, but oh, hold on. Maybe I'm allowed to, like, if I'm doing commentary, because I want you guys to hear something that I was like, what? Okay, so boom, look at this. U.S. Marine, like, Q Yankee, bro, I was here scrolling for a smaller viewer count streamer, got on your live and was debating whether to chat or not until I got onto your website and saw you, my Kenyan homie. Shout out to you, just followed. What? Big ups, my dude. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you muchly, man. That's a really awesome thing to hear. Dude, you're in Kenya? What? Or you're a Kenyan? I'm in Kenya right now, dude. I'm at my house. That's crazy. Welcome, my dude. Welcome, Q. I'm a fan. I'm already a fan, dude. Big ups. Boom, I followed you back. The least I could do. You're a champ, dude. Thanks for being here. Okay, so let me do this instead. Michael Herrera. Let me just Google the name. Ugh. I like to. I have hella playlists, dude. Okay, I've done that. Okay, let's see if I can find one that is Creative Commons. Because, dude, the stuff that this dude says, I was like, what are you talking about? This is a literal US, like, this is a literal Navy dude who's like, oh, yeah, like, okay, here we go. This is, let's see. Okay, there's some dude who makes music, clearly. UFO. Let's try that. Okay, listen to this.
When we trekked down and got around 150 to 200 meters from it, all of a sudden we were engaged, at least not in a hostile manner, at least, you know, not gunfire or firefight or anything like that. But the way that these guys moved was so fluid, it was so still, it was very, very, very smooth. And the gear that they had was black OTV vests. They had black camouflage utilities.
So what you're saying is there would have been no they were professionals.
Yeah, and that's where you kind of picked up the hum that this object was doing, along with these guys flipping their safeties off, especially M4s. You know, it's very distinct sound. And they started yelling at us. You're not supposed to fucking be here. What the fuck are you guys doing here? Who the fuck are you with? At one point, they said they were going to smoke us. They could throw us out of a helicopter. It's very easy to get lost in the jungle out here. You know, they kept saying stuff like that.
Okay, so something that he said right before this is like, apparently he ran into these dudes who are like special forces next level. They're all wearing black, no labels, logos, so you can't tell what division, rank, nothing, just all black, but definitely military because they know the lingo. And he said behind them was a pickup truck and a freaking circular like flat base pad stage looking thing on the ground, and this big ass saucer was on top, just floating above it, rotating slowly. And apparently they were putting bodies. They were putting bodies into cooling tank, into like cooling boxes, into the pickups. And so this is what he's saying. Like, he saw this, and now these guys are like, "What are you doing here?"
Having two guys watch while there's a guy basically taking our magazines out of our vest. They actually knew where our military IDs were, because in Marine Corps order, you have to have them in your left breast pocket. So as they're searching us, we're watching this thing happen. And that's when we started seeing trucks come from our left and go onto this platform. And they were up armored 350s. I know exactly what 350s are.
So like, this dude legitimately,
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah, so that one's possible to see, but anyway, dude. Yo, Q, are you in Nairobi right now? Of course, no worries about the follow back, my bro. We gotta support each other, bro. I appreciate you even showing up here, like, and I'm glad you jumped in the chat, bro. That means a lot. Yeah, so dude, this guy met Black Ops dudes who, bro, I'm hearing sounds. What the hell? Okay, now I'm hearing my dogs. We're okay. I've got a bunch of dogs outside. They'll deal with it. Oh, not at the moment, bro. And here's the thing, yeah. Even if somebody profits in some way, like, in certain situations, it's not worth money to have your reputation, like, ruined, like, for people to think you're crazy. There's way better ways for you to try and make money. Like to say that the government, like, there's better lies. If you're trying to make money, there's better lies you can put out there than UFO. Like, oh, I saw a UFO. Like, because most people won't even care. You know what I mean? Only people who take it serious will listen to that type of story. So to try and make money by those types of stories, in my opinion, I don't think so. In those particular stories, like, and the amount of money to be made, bro, it's very little in this type of thing, because, like, you're not gonna get rich off of it. I promise you that. You're not gonna get rich. Q and Embakasi, deep, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool. Yeah, bro, we're out here, man. Support. What do you do, bro? Do you what do you do? Do you stream at all? You know what you up to? Is there Okay. UFO encounters. U.S. Marine. Okay, so Sean Ryan show. The good thing with the Sean Ryan show is he allows people to like stream his stuff. He doesn't copyright strike you,
Ladies and gentlemen,
which is sick. But let's see, is there okay, here we go.
Going back to the event, we decided to get in a tactical column and approach this, right? And we got down the slope, and it's just like a clearing and just has this big opening. It's almost a little bit more than a football.
Also, Drew, in a sense, like you watch these dudes talk, and for some people, like military dudes trying to make money off it, also you realize that they can get court-martialed if they're lying. Like there's certain things they can't do. I know, but when you have peeps like Derek Ashora who can make a career from literally bullshitting. Correct, Drew. And I've listened to actual CIA, like former CIA people explain this realm of stuff, and basically what they say is the goal with anything UFO is ridicule and discrediting the person who told the story. And some of these people, like Derek Ashora, some of these people were either helped by those feds, or they just weren't, the feds didn't bother them and just let them do what they're doing because it introduces confusion and it discredits the whole topic in a way. So it's better for people who don't want you to know stuff if the whole topic gets discredited, because then it's easier to hide stuff. You know what I mean? Because at this stage, we know that UFOs are a thing. At this stage, we know. Like that much I know we can't argue about. Like UFOs are a thing. Now, what are they? Where do they come from? And whether the different ones are, that's another conversation to figure out. But in terms of reality, like unknown aerial objects, definitely a thing. Now, where do they come from? Some of them will be military devices. Some of them will be, black projects. But some of them, there's no good explanation for what they are. And someone explained this as well, because people were being like, it was like a former FBI dude or CIA was being asked like how come more people don't know about this? And that dude made a point, which I really agree with, because he was like, dude, people don't want to know this type of stuff. They really don't. I'd bet you, Drew, if you brought this up to anyone around you or to a lot of people around you, they wouldn't want to talk about it. They'd just be like, they'd make jokes about it. They would just like laugh it off, or just be like, it's not real. And they would move on very quickly. Because I realized, like, the more I dug into this topic, I was like, oh, dude, like, this thing here is making sense. Like, this dude, I mean, like this. Let me do Creative Commons. There's even a body language expert who listened to this guy and these other two dudes, and he was like, these guys aren't lying. Like, okay, he's like, at the very least, they believe what they're saying. At the very least, they believe what they're saying. And this dude in Congress, and here's the thing, because he was former government, right? He went to Congress and told them, like, bro, this is happening. And dude, the penalty for that is treason, bro. And treason is life or death. Life in prison, or they just take you out, like, death penalty type thing. So, for some people, there's not a, like, bro, how much money, Drew, would you accept in order to commit possible treason? Like, there's no amount of money you could give me for me to commit treason. Because what's the point of that money if I'm literally going to be accused of treason? And literally, like, that's the biggest crime I think that there is treason against your country.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
If you believe we have craft...
Bruh. He's literally in front of Congress saying this. So Drew, I agree with you. There's definitely some people in the UFO thing who are trying to make money out of this straight up. But there's people like him where there's genuinely no reason for this to lie. Like there's just no reason for him to lie. Not in this way. Like, bro, it'd be better for him. Like, don't go in front of Congress and then lie, bro. And he used to work for the government. That's crazy pressure you're putting in front of yourself. So I believe this dude, man. You know, it's a crazy one. And Drew, I hope I'm not coming off as like, I'm like going crazy about it. It's just a really interesting topic to me, man. And I watch so many videos and read so many papers about this stuff. Cause I've listened to, there's a guy, oh, this is crazy. There's a guy called Gary Nolan. He's the head of, he's in Stanford University right now. He is a professor, and he's like one of the foremost cancer researchers. And basically he literally says with his own mouth that the military hired him to like look into certain soldiers who had come into contact with like apparently craft. And he's like, I've looked at the scans. Like he's looked at MRIs, scans, like medical data from these guys. And he's like, bro, this is not a joke. Like something happened to these people. And let's see. Q, I'm a software engineer. Tried going live for my first time today on Twitch, but couldn't get around the OBS settings. Oh, yeah, okay, Q. Let's try and help you out, man. What happened? What did you try and do, and what what happened? How come you couldn't get live, or what was OBS telling you, or what did you see or not see? Give me an idea. We might be able to help you out. I'm trying to find out where this Gary Nolan said this. Like he literally said with his mouth, like. They have the clip here. Okay. Bro.
This is an interview from 2023 SALT conference with Dr. Gary Nolan.
Stanford University School of Medicine. So Gary Nolan is not a damn joke, bro. Listen to what this dude says.
Perhaps, can you give a little bit of your background?
Sure. So I'm a professor in the Department of Pathology at Stanford. The primary research work in my lab is cancer, immunology, virology. We also do a lot of work in biothreat, so we've worked with Ebola, Zika, COVID, when it was a big problem. Primarily the work in my lab is the development of instrumentation and algorithms to understand the complexity of the immune system in cancer. And in the process of doing that, we've created any of a number of technologies which we spun out.
So he's a smart dude. He's a smart dude. Hold up. He's a smart guy. And he's not a joke.
Spun out. That extraterrestrial
okay,
intelligence.
now listen to this part.
Do you believe that extraterrestrial intelligence has visited planet Earth?
I think you can go a step further. It hasn't just visited, it's been here a long time, and it's still here. And it has basically, people talk about the wow signal.
So Drew, basically, if he's crazy and he's in charge of cancer research, it is what it is, my dude. But I agree. Listen, in fact, if anything, Drew, smart people tend to be looked at as crazy more than not, because their minds are way more open. So they're willing to look into reality or truth that most regular people just don't want to deal with, you know? Like Drew, a big term in this field is ontological shock. And ontological shock basically refers to the idea that a lot of people's worldview would be shaken up by the idea that aliens are real, or that interdimensional whatever the hell is real, and that UFOs didn't come from Earth, something else made them, and those something else's, they can just enter our planet anytime, and they harass military jets or outmaneuver them. Like at this point, enough people have said something that when they talk about ontological shock, they're basically saying like, Dude, there's some people whose minds are just not, they're just not ready, bro. They're literally not ready for reality to become that real. Like they would rather stay at home and watch TV and like watch reality TV because agree, mate. Dumb people are harder to convince because it's hard to believe in stuff you don't understand. Exactly, but also stuff that makes you think about your existence. This is something that I've experienced myself, like with my family or friends or just random people I talk to. I might bring up something like this and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't know," and then I'll show them like science papers or a scientist, and I'll watch them, and you'll see them like they can't argue with like this dude is head of immunology and virology in Stanford right now. The school hasn't fired him, right? He has a job right now. He's still working there. And then this dude says, "The military have come to me and told me this soldier came in contact with an unknown craft and look at these brain scans." And this doctor is like, "Dude, something is going on here. Whatever this soldier was exposed to is not normal. Humans can't create what I'm seeing. Like humans can't create this effect on the body that I'm seeing." That type of stuff. When I started to tell that to people and like get into it, I've literally I've witnessed people like in their face literally start to get scared. Like you see them start to just get like, "Oh no, like yeah, no, I don't want to talk about this." Like nah, and they just get really weird. And like that's what I'm referring to with ontological shock, where there's a type of reality that people like in general we don't want to deal with it. Q, it happens to all of us, dude. Like I've not been doing this for very long, man, and I'll tell you this, the secret: when you want to stream, you just press record, my guy. You just press record and then you figure the rest out. Like I'm just figuring it out, my dude. I have no idea what I'm doing. Drew, would it also not benefit the military as a disclaimer for soldiers in these conditions? So the crazy thing, Drew, with that, some of these soldiers have said like they work, like they do what they're told. So like in the military, it's absolute hierarchy. Like if your commanding officer tells you to do something, you don't argue. You can't, or you get court-martialed. So and the messed up thing about these situations is that's why like a lot of the people higher up might know something, but they don't tell the soldiers. They'll just be like, "Go on patrol, go do this." Or like I've heard so many stories of former military people, like they've shown their credentials and they're like, "I went to my commanding officer, I told him we saw da 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 da." And then the commanding officer is just like, "All right, cool, give me the videos. All right, now don't tell nobody about this. Just shut up about it and don't talk about it." And then they're like, "But it happened." And then literally the commanding officer will say something like, "Bruh, like if you want to keep your job and you want to get your retirement, shut up about this." And then that's the end of the story, bro. End of story. Like nobody ever finds out until people like him start to come out the woodworks. So I think the ontological shock, bro, it's a big, I think that's the biggest reason why, because even some of the higher ups who've talked about this, they've been like, "Oh, we can't tell the public, it would cause a panic." Like I think human beings in general, we're very scared of reality, and we're very scared of like our existence and learning more about it. Like we're so used to the idea that it's just us, that if somebody came and was like, "Oh yo, there's other things out there and they're smarter than us and they have more technology and they're way older than us," for example, to a lot of people that just freaks them out, bro. Like their brains can't take that type of reality, bro. It interferes with the way they can function. So in a way, I get why sometimes certain military people will be like, "We can't tell everyone this because people will lose their shit." It's true, bro. Like if right now the president or whatever was like, "Yo, there's aliens, their tech is better than ours. We have no idea how it works, and from what we can tell, they've been here maybe before us." Like a lot of people would lose it. Like they would not be able to handle that. Like think about immigration, bro. Immigration is such a massive topic in different countries. Immigration is such a problem. Immigration. Can you imagine things from outside Earth? Imagine people don't even want, like, people are like, oh, we don't want Muslims in our country. Imagine something's coming from outside of Earth. Like, immigration is such a hard topic. Q, by the way, Q, how do you pronounce your name? Because I'm really just I'm just calling you Q as a nickname. I really don't know how to pronounce that. Do you know of Phil Schneider? Oh boy, Q, do I know of Phil Schneider? If you guys don't know about Phil Schneider, he was this dude who worked in the military, and he said that the military was making, like, they were building bases underground, and apparently in one situation, the military, they were like blasting holes to go underground, and in one situation they blasted a hole, and it opened up into a cavern. And listen, this is what he said, right? Apparently there was aliens in there, okay, and he made Wolverine. No, Phil Schneider is are you talking about Phil Schneider, Drew? Because Phil Schneider basically said this story of, like, um there was a war. Okay, when I say war, there was a firefight between military dudes and aliens, and a bunch of military guys got killed because basically they came face to face with these aliens underground, and some military guy freaked out and started shooting, like, because apparently you're not supposed to apparently, like, they don't attack you unless they're attacked. And I know this sounds nuts, bro. It sounds nuts, but enough people have been like, oh yeah, then he died in a really weird way, because he died from like, he was sick, so he had these tubes, and he died from strangulation. So the tubes were around his neck, and they were pulled so tight that he went blue. And people were like, yeah, that's a suicide. But if you see the photo of him, oh my god. I forgot about that. Drew, that's a good one, bro. You actually got me. I forgot about that. Ara20, show me girl's belly button on Kick app. Aaron, you can just search that, my dude. You clearly know how to use a keyboard. Just search it. Search it. Why are you out here telling everybody? Why are you out here telling the whole world that you're horny, my dude? Girl's belly button on Kick? Bro, if this is a user that has that name, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Ara20. Bro, there's some weirdos out here tonight. And also they type like 7-year-old. Striker or Strider. Yeah, Drew, I think they had some cool name. They had some cool name. And something I watched as well, there was a CIA guy who was like, he was explaining how they have operatives in like all the media houses. So anywhere that does movies, newspapers, there's CIA people who are there, and their job literally is to just be like, okay, you can't print that, national security, or you can't show that, national security. Like, it's actually a thing. It's a really big deal where, and he, like, this, forget aliens, this straight up CIA people in the media who are like, oh no, you can't talk about that, national security. And the crazy part is, when you say national security, it's insane. Q, I'm so much into alien UFO topics a lot. Done a lot of research. That's what kept me onto your stream. Deep. That's so cool, man. I'm a huge fan of that stuff, man. I've done you know what? Let me see if I have photos. Oh, Drew, the feds are on. Dude, I know I'm on a list, Drew. Let me tell you right now, I am on a list. I promise you I'm on a list. I promise you I'm on a list, bro. Let me see if I have some really interesting photos I could show you dudes. Because I have found some stuff and I'm like, bro, what the hell is this about? Okay, dude, you guys check this out. So this is apparently from Roswell, okay? First of all, look at this. This is a Native American who says that in their culture, this thing is known. This is a reconstruction. Hold up. He says that this thing is known like the star people or whatever came and they brought it down. That's what he says. Okay. Then there is this image here, supposedly of the Roswell I-beam. Right. Then there's this that apparently were from the ship. And these are legit photos, dude. So apparently these were from Roswell. Now, whether that's literally what the case is, I can't tell you for sure. But that's what the people are saying. You guys know Bob Lazar, surely. Tommy, bro, I have archives. What are you talking about? Let me show you this. I have archives. Look at this whole folder here, dude. Let's see. I have, let's see. Image captures. What's his? Let me see if there's anything crazy I can show you guys. Okay, so this is a reconstruction of a UFO that a Japanese airline pilot saw. Look at the 747 and the thing. Look at this, dude. This is just mind-blowing to me. Literally mind-blowing to me that apparently he saw something this big, right? And what's crazy is he got grounded by his Japanese airline because they were like, bro, you're nuts. And then an American radar technician and like these airline like technician guys actually contacted that airline, and they were like, no, we have radar data of what your pilot saw. Like, we have radar. We saw it on radar. Like, your guy is not lying. He's not insane. And then they gave him his job back because he was put to desk duty. They were like, you can't fly if you're insane. China for sure. Drew, if China has something like this, Drew, then superpower, like there is no superpowers anymore. This is the pilot who saw that stuff. Get out the way. Let's see. Is there anything else I can find right now? Okay, guys, this image is 1.83 gig. This image is 1.83 gig. And Drew, I'm okay with it, bro. I'm okay with it. So Drew, this image is 1.83 gig. This is satellite image taken, right? By the military. Tell me if you're seeing this. .8 gig image, bro. It's humongous. It's a proper satellite photo. And Drew, it's okay. It's okay if you wind up. It's okay. It's okay if you make jokes. I have no issue with it, bro. If we're hanging out, I'm okay with it, bro. And it's always good to have a balance of like opinion. You know what I mean? Like, everything just can't be true, you know? So I'm with you. This image here is called I forget what it's called, but this image, there's a guy called Nick Pope who worked for the Ministry of Defense in the UK. It's a giant. Tell me, I'm surprised Automod did not delete that comment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm actually surprised Automod did not delete that comment. Yeah, so this guy, Ministry of Defense, Nick Pope, this image was up in their office, and he was in the UFO office for Ministry of Defense. So this is like a military plane, and then there was this weird diamond-shaped thing, and you could see up here. Oh, you can't. With permission of Sheffield Hallam University, like, these images have a proper chain of custody, like actual people. Oh yeah. Like, this is a real image, you know, they tested it and made sure it's not nonsense, that type of thing. And then this crop circle was so interesting to me. apparently this says beware the bearers of false gifts. Something. But this crop circle just appeared one day, and this binary literally says words. Like this is actual real binary that was decoded and through a computer. So it's like, bro, what? It's actually ridiculous. Let's see if I have some videos. Oh, damn it. So someone filmed this in Thailand in 2021. Nobody knows what that is. Let's see what else I have. Bro, I love how you said UFO archives, dude. I genuinely have. Dude, the film Contact, my mom got me into that movie. Contact is one of the best movies ever made on this planet. I swear to God. It's such an awesome movie.
There seems to have been, over the last 50 years at least, and more, a great deal of secrecy surrounding the so-called UFO event. It's a very complex subject. We're not dealing with something that's very simple here. If we take the, well, we have sightings of all sorts.
Okay, so this dude walked on the moon. This dude talking.
We've been reported thousands and thousands of sightings for 50 years or so. Large numbers of those sightings are indeed misperceiving natural phenomenon in some way.
So Drew, to your point, a large number of them are misperceiving natural phenomenon.
But a large number of them are not misperceiving. They seem to be well-documented events that represent flying craft that do not match anything we have in an earthbound arsenal, which is very short of saying we have validated in the public domain that they are ET craft.
So Drew, that's really interesting that you watched that, because this Edgar Mitchell, there's another guy, Buzz, I think it's Buzz Aldrin, I forget. But at least 2 astronauts have said that aliens are a thing. And in fact, the other astronaut, I think it was Buzz, or I forget his name. I'm not sure if it was Buzz Aldrin, but he basically said that when they went to the moon, apparently, when they landed, there was a bunch of, he said, really enormous craft on the edge of this crater. And it was just watching these astronauts doing their moonwalk, whatever. And these guys were like, they switched, apparently they switched to the medical channel because the TV broadcast can't hear that. And they're like, I saw the transcript. Now, maybe someone faked it. Okay. I'm definitely willing to agree that that's possible. But I've heard the astronaut himself be like, oh, yeah, like apparently it was like they're here and they're watching us. And then the craft they had apparently were just, they were so big, like the crafts were so huge that it like didn't make sense. They were like, they were like, apparently these craft were so massive that it was kind of messing with their heads, being like, they didn't even know a vehicle or something that can fly. Like they didn't even realize something that big could be made, if that makes sense. Like imagine seeing a mountain and then it's a fucking spacecraft. Like your brain wouldn't know what to do with that. You know what I mean? Your brain would be like, how did you make it? Like, what are you talking about? You know, like you wouldn't, I think your brain would literally have trouble understanding what's going on. I'm trying to see if I have, what's this one? No. But yeah, dude, I got UFO files out here, my guy. What do you mean? Ah, yeah, I tried to download this image from NASA, but then the site, obviously, taken down. So annoying. Project Blue Book. Like, I've got stuff. Man, I got stuff. FBI, files from FBI website. This is some crazy stuff, man. I think aliens are the Anunnaki who still appeared in past civilizations. I have read a lot about that as well, my friend. And bruh, like, okay, so I heard this really good explanation of what the hell was going on. And basically the explanation was all the different religions and cultures. Tell me what you think of this, Drew and Q, and anyone else. All the different religions and cultures and beliefs were all touching the same. I'll use for this example. Okay, imagine that the reality, the truth of UFO, life, death, aliens, spirituality, afterlife. Imagine all of that. Let's call the entirety of that concept, if you knew the whole thing, let's call it an elephant, right? So all of the religious beliefs, UFOs, all of that stuff, all the different cultures like Muslim, Christian, Hindu, whatever, and all the stories. Somebody touched the elephant, right? But like we're all touching the elephant, but we're touching different parts of it. So for me, I'm like, oh, well, this bit is smooth and it's flat. And somebody else is touching the tail and they're like, oh, this is kind of rough and hairy and it's a bit long. And somebody else is touching the foot and they're like, no, it's really thick and hard and heavy. And someone else is touching, looking at the eye and it's like, no, it's like sparkly and blah, blah, blah. And so basically, like, we're all touching the same object, but in different parts. And so instead of thinking that the part you're touching is everything, it makes more sense to be like, well, what if it's actually all part of something bigger? And then that's where the Anunnaki stuff comes in, because it's like, surely this was, like something's going on. That much we can say. What it is, I have no real idea, because I see so many different stories and conflicting information about it that my brain just goes, bro, I couldn't tell you what it is, but it's something. Because enough, like, think about it like this. If someone can go to court and like 2-3 witnesses can be like, yeah, I saw him do it, and then that dude goes to jail. Sorry, prison. Jail is when you're arrested. Prison's after court tells you like you're guilty. If someone can get sent to prison because of yeah, dude, perspective is, you're right, Drew. Perspective is insane. That's the thing that interests me so much, is like realizing that we all have different perspectives on the same. Like, imagine, Drew, that we're all seeing one thing, but it's so big that our brains don't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, dude, I've heard stories that I'm like, I don't know what to do with that. Like, there is an Air Force pilot who was describing the fact that apparently on their airbase one day, he said a red cube the size of a football field was hovering above their base. What the fuck? What the fuck? What? A red cube the size of a football field? What? Like, I don't even think a crazy person could make something like that up. Like, what are you talking about? And can you imagine, Drew, if you saw something like that? What? I don't even know what I would say. I don't even know how I'd talk about, like, that would break, I think, a lot of people's like, I think, honestly, that could make certain people go insane. Q, hey, look, Aleister Crowley said, today they call them angels and demons. Tomorrow we'll call them something else. They will call them something else. Dude, you're right. You're absolutely right, Q. Like, right now, that's what we call them. You know, like back in the day, think about it like this. We used to burn people at the stake for witchcraft if they were left-handed, if they had birthmarks. If somebody guessed something or looked at the weather and was like, oh, this is going to happen. and then it happened, they were just like, you're a witch, and they burnt them. So honestly, like, we're still apes with iPhones, to be honest with you. Like, our mental evolution is still real far back. Like, our mental evolution is not like, we have technology and we think that we're advanced, but on a social level, bro, we're still just apes, man. Like, if you watch how people in groups behave, if you see how peer pressure works, like, bro, we are very easy to manipulate and control. And to that point, some people can be manipulated into thinking that they saw some aliens or whatever. I truly believe that's also a thing. But in a general sense, it's a hectic, like, it's a hectic situation, man. And it's one of those things that is just like, dude, how do we even start to understand? You know, I'm wondering why my on-screen chat isn't showing up. Or isn't my chat showing up on the screen and I'm just not realizing this? I'm just testing this. Huh. On-screen chat isn't showing. It's good to know. I need to figure that out. He meant there were spiritual beings. Drew, imagination comes into it too. I agree. So thing is, I don't believe in ghosts, but I would swear down I seen one when I was young. And Drew, that's the thing, man. It's like our beliefs and whoa. I'm trying to figure out why my on-screen chat isn't showing. That's what I'm trying to figure out. We'll figure that one out. But that's good to know that my on-screen chat doesn't appear to be showing. So that's very good for me to know, because refresh. They're interdimensional beings, not extraterrestrial. Q, I think it's both. I think this, whatever's going on, is way bigger than our minds are prepared for. Like, even me, I don't like. Okay, first of all, like Drew's thing about a ghost. Drew, I have had things happen to me that there's no scientific explanation, dude. There isn't one. And everyone around you is like, that can't be a thing. So then you just go, I guess it isn't. And you literally take an experience that actually happened to you in real life and you just go, and it was meaningless, or it probably didn't happen. And like, think about how insane that is. That you could have seen something, and because everyone else doesn't think it's a thing, you just go, I guess it was nothing. Like, that's also how powerful our imagination is, where we can just decide something isn't real and we just live like, yeah, it didn't happen. You know, like how we process trauma. Like, people will forget things because their mind is like, well, we don't need this memory. We don't need to think about this. Like, this memory is gone forever. We're not thinking about it. We're out of here, dude. We're totally out of here. We don't need to remember it. We don't need to do nothing about it. We are out of here, dude. Just think about that. Like, that would be insane, right? Because Willie OG, how you doing, my friend? I'm out here talking about aliens today, bro. I was meant to be sampling drum kits, but we're out here talking about aliens right now, bro. You seen anything? You noticed anything in the sky? You had any experiences? You know anyone with some crazy things going on? Yo, what's good, bro? Yeah, man, we're out here. We're out here in the netherworld, just talking about crazy stuff. My man Drew probably seen a ghost when he was younger, but like, what do you do with that information as well, Drew? That's something I realized. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Yeah, and can go the other way, where others' accounts manipulate others into believing that's what they've seen too. You're absolutely correct, Drew. When my mom was when she was studying in London, in Hyde. Oh, okay, chat's working. I guess whatever button I pushed is functional. Well, I'm glad chat is back on the screen. Drew, so it was in Hyde Park. These two guys just came, stood out there. All right, hold on a sec. Yeah, this dude just stood out there, and it was like, then people started also looking up, and those dudes went home and they were watching it in the news. There was people standing out there just watching them. Like, how insane is that? Like, watching the sky, and these two dudes were like, we left already. Like, we left, like we're at home. Yeah, people's accounts can manipulate others into believing that's what they've seen. Like, I think that's a real thing, dude. I think that's a real thing. Let's see. Let's see. Creative Commons. What do we got here? Arranged by length. Oh, over 20 minutes. Let's see what we got. There's some real crazy stuff that happened out there, bro. I've listened to... Oh, Gordon Cooper was the astronaut. This dude's old, and he was like, yeah, man, I've seen shit. I have seen stuff. And it was like, what do you mean?
Yeah. What they've read and seen since. Describing essentially what they remember. Yeah. It's just a nice part of the world. It really is. Yeah. Everybody's so helpful. Hang on now. Let's see.
Okay, the way out in the early afternoon, around probably 1:30 in the afternoon, and I received a telephone call.
It's not that hard to comprehend because some governments have interacted with them for advanced tech and in return create false religious belief systems. Dude, I think as humans, we've been messed with for so long and in so many ways that, like, the confusion, it benefits the people at the top because we don't know anything. Like, this, all these stories are coming from every direction. We don't know what's going on, bro. You know what I mean? But listen to this.
From the mortuary officer out at the Walker Air Force Base, Army Airfield Base. And he was inquiring about what would be the smallest possible casket that we could get that would be hermetically sealed. And at that time, I know that we had used like the 4 feet and caskets. We had used those before, but I thought they also made them in a 3/6. So, but he wanted to know if we had any in stock, and I said no. But if I can make a call to Amarillo, I can have him in, by 7 o'clock the next morning on a truck.
So they were asking for a casket, for what?
And that was the first contact that I had with the base.
And then what?
Then he called back, probably 45 minutes or so later. And he said, I need to ask you some more questions. He said, in case something like this should happen, he said, we need to know what the preparation, what your preparations are for the bodies that had been laying out in the elements.
The bodies.
And he said, we need to know also what if your treatments of the bodies are the remains, what could you do to them, and if your treatments, would it change any of the chemical breakdown of the tissues, the blood? Would it make a difference? And I said, I thought probably it would. And I said, of course, he knew exactly how we would treat those bodies because we have an outline from them and what we really have to do. I think he already at that point knew exactly what we would have to do.
Did he disclose to you what he had?
No, I told him. I said, if you have a problem, if you want, if you have something you don't really know what to do about it, let me come out, and I'll, try to help you do whatever you want to do. And he said,
Drew, we could just be aliens. School ecosystem project. Dude, I've heard that comment being made a few times where it's like, these things, like, they could have made us, dude. Or they could have interfered with DNA a long time ago, and now we're here. How insane is that?
That conversation at that point.
you mean when I offered to take care of them?
Yeah.
He said, well, we don't really, right at this time, we don't really need your assistant. But he said, in case something like this should happen, then he said we would be prepared and we would know what to do. Then we got back onto the subject of maybe not damaging any of the chemicals, compounds or anything with the bodies. I didn't crash. And he said, you get the hell out of here and you didn't see anything and you don't talk to anybody. He said, you're going to get in a hell of a lot of trouble.
Hold on, what did he say here just now?
And this was when I encountered, he was a red-headed officer. And very nasty, very rough. He said, you did not see any crash. There was not any crash. And he said, you get the hell out of here and you didn't see anything and you don't talk to anybody.
You're hearing this. You get the hell out of here. You didn't see anything. You don't talk to anybody. There was no crash. You didn't see a crash. Like, Drew, to your point about the ghost, I've listened to a lot of witness testimony, and I would consider myself pretty good at reading people. Not everyone, but there are certain times where, Drew, even you as a human being, like, there's times where you look at someone talk and at the very least, they're not lying. Maybe somebody made them see what they saw. We can have that conversation, right? But that person is not lying about what they saw, right? And there are situations like with this dude and other witnesses where it's like, there is no good reason for you to make up this type of story because all your neighbors think you're nuts now. The news people are making fun of you. The government's harassing you. Like, there's no good reason to tell this stuff unless it really happened to you, if that makes sense. Like you'd rather say you hooked up with some general, like, you know what I mean? That's a way spicier story that way you could make money off of. Willie Kush, aliens. Bro, let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something. I really think Q, life is a simulation. Bro, I think... let me see. I'm torn between simulation and like experiment. The Big Bang could just have been a Matrix reset. I mean, here's what's really, really funny, yeah? There's a quote by quantum physicists. I don't even know if I'm gonna find it. This is a weird search, but let me see. Richard Feynman said, I think I can safely say that nobody understands quantum mechanics. And there's another quote from this scientist. Lunacy needed. Can I show you my collective's music? Lunacy, what's up? You can throw some of that in my Discord and I can have a look. But also, feel free to participate. Boom. That's how you find my Discord. But feel free to participate, man. And you know, it's good forum. Like if you want something to be looked at, it's a good forum to, you know, have a chat with us, hang out or whatever. And then, you know, I'd be happy to, like, you invest time here, you know, I'd be happy to listen to your stuff. So if you want, join the Discord, chuck it in there, and once I'm able to, I'll definitely listen to it, yo. You can ask anyone else in the chat, like, I'll play your stuff, I'll listen to it, you know, I'll check it out, I'll give you feedback if that's what you want. But, you know, thanks for being here. And yeah, so, you know, I wouldn't do it right now, obviously, it's in the middle of a conversation, but I'm definitely happy to check it out if you want. So just jump in Discord and throw it in there, bro. I'll have a look at it. I'll play your stuff. Mighty is a real one. I appreciate that, Drew. Appreciate that. So the quote I was thinking of, you guys, about the quantum physics was basically that this, I forget which physicist this was, but he was saying the closer we get to the Big Bang, the less things make sense. And there was this quote of like, physicist, let me see. Research. Is this the quote? I don't think so. So look, I won't search it. I won't search for it forever. But basically, the quote was, like quantum physicists will climb the mountain of discovery, like getting closer and closer to the Big Bang. And when they got to the top, they found like a monk sitting up there, and he was like, "Hey guys, took you long enough." And basically, the point of that quote was this physicist was saying like, the closer they got to the Big Bang, the less things made sense, and the more like spiritual it became. Like I've listened to physicists be like, dude, check this out, there's something called the initial conditions, right? And the initial conditions is what everything needed to be like for our Big Bang to happen, like the right condition. It's called the initial conditions. And when physicists calculated back to the initial conditions, what they found was that number was so precise and long that it was like, what did he say? It was something so insane, like if every atom, what was it? If every atom in the, it's so scary how much we know that then makes us realize how little we know. Yes, that's a very good point. I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson or somebody who said, the more the light of our knowledge grows, so too does, what did he say? Like, as the light of our knowledge grows, the more we realize how much was in the shadows. Something like that. Something along those lines. Where it's like, we thought we knew what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we thought we knew what we were talking about. And it turns out we didn't.
The red-headed officer, and very nasty, very rough. He said, he did not see any crash. There was not any crash. And he said, you get the hell out of here, and you didn't see anything, and you don't talk to anybody. He said, you
Senate candidate. You don't sound like the kind of guy who would get hooked up in something that a lot of people would say is a bunch of nonsense.
No, it's just by coincidence that I got really interested. This about 2 years ago. My father saw a UFO and my brother did, and they were very interested, but there was really no proof, as far as I was concerned, to really look into it until about 2 years ago.
Your father and brother saw them. Can you give details?
My brother saw one. He was flying a P-38 from Phoenix to Los Angeles at night. It just appeared in front of him. He made two turns, 90-degree turns. It stayed in front of him and then disappeared. And my father was flying at night, I believe, over the Arizona desert, and saw one too.
So you got an interest because of the other members of your family. How did you start out?
I had an interest, but there was really nothing I could put my finger on. And like I say, 2 years ago, a friend of mine came through town. We had flown in Southeast Asia together, and he was retiring from the Air Force. He came over, and we started talking about where he had been for the last 15 years. And he mentioned that he had been stationed at Bentwaters. And I said, oh, Bentwaters, that's where the flying saucer supposedly was in 1980. He said, no, John, not supposedly, it was. He said, I don't care if you believe me or not. It landed. I didn't see it because we were confined to quarters, but I know people who did, and I'll give you the names, and if you ever see them, tell them you know me, and they'll tell you the whole story. Since then, I ran into one of the security police.
Yeah, I'm here, guys. Just a phone call with my lady. She went to this retreat thing, so she just came out,
Gordon Williams,
getting a train and things, so I was just checking up on her, you know?
Well, there was quite a bit of...
So this dude is called John Lear, and let me tell you something cool about this dude. His dad is Lear of Learjet, bro. Like, this dude's dad created that company, Learjet. And this dude was friends with a guy called Bob Lazar. I know some of you know my dude, Lazar. My homie, Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar, this dude. Woo! Ooh, woo. This dude came out with madness, bro. Chris Cuomo, why am I seeing that, bro? Creative Commons. This way you gotta be careful because people be copywriting stuff. Yeah, this dude, like, there was a documentary he filmed with this guy, Jeremy Corbell. Dude, what's crazy, in the start of the documentary, Bob Lazar literally gets raided by the FBI. Like, he's texting the filmmaker being like, bro, the FBI is raiding me right now. And he takes video, and this dude's with FBI jackets just taking all this dude's shit. Like computers, like just... And they're not trying to explain to him why they did it. They're just taking stuff off of him. And it was like, my dude, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Hold on the Groom Range, news articles once again mentioned the talk about alien spacecraft, and subsequent articles in national magazines quoted unnamed sources about things of alien origin flying in Nevada, things that would make filmmaker George Lucas drool. Despite the speculation, no one who knew Area 51 from the inside ever talked publicly about the saucer stories.
Well, there's several, actually 9.
So this is the first time Bob Lazar came out in the news, and at the time he was hiding his identity because he's like, bro, I came from, like, I used to work there. I'm not trying to get killed. Q, Bob's legit. He talked about our bodies being containers. Yes. And he explained how, like, they didn't explain to him what they meant. He was just like, we're apparently containers. And he was like, for what? He's like, I don't know. Like, Bob Lazar is legit. I'm with you on that. Like, Bob Lazar is legit.
Flying saucers, flying discs that are out there of extraterrestrial origin.
The live interview with the shadowy dentist drew international attention. Portions were broadcast by radio in 6 European countries and in a nationally televised TV special in Japan.
Actually 9 flying saucers, flying discs.
Dude, this was 1989. Like, Drew, that's another thing that blows my mind. Roswell happened in the 40s. According to these people, in the 40s, we had anti-gravity. Like, in the 40s, we didn't need combustion. We didn't need it. We'd figured it out. We'd figured out the physics. We could do it. And the military was just like, nah, we're just going to keep this. Like, forget telling people about aliens. Just say it was us and then give us the tech and we don't have to like pay for oil and blah, blah, blah. But if you think about it, putting people in that situation where they have to pay for oil, they have to pay for energy, they have to fight for life, basically. Because if you gave us free energy, dude, I promise you, most of you watching, you wouldn't need the government. All right, one sec. Let me play this again.
Despite numerous inquiries and feelers, Dennis has remained anonymous until now. His real name is Robert Lazar, a young scientist with eclectic interests. The choice of Dennis was an inside joke. He says that's the name of his superior at Groom Lake. It wasn't a joke to Dennis.
He called right after and he said, do you have any idea what we're going to do to you now? And I said, well, no. He hung up the phone.
Lazar's story is by any standards fantastic. He says he's telling it in order to protect himself. He says he was hired to work at an area called S4, which is a few miles
Drew,
south of
someone
Groom
speaks
Lake.
several space
At S4,
languages?
he says, are
Who the
flying
hell is this
saucers,
dude?
antimatter reactors,
Do you remember
and
his
other
name or
working
anything?
examples of
That
technology
sounds so
that
fun.
is seemingly beyond human capability. To Lazar, his employer was the United States Navy. He says he and other government employees would gather near EG&G, fly to Groom Lake, then a very few people would get into a bus with blacked out or no windows and drive to S4.
When you get off the bus, what do you see? It's a very interesting building. It's got a slope of probably about 30 degrees, which are hangar doors. And it has textured paint on it, but it looks like sand. It's made to look like the side of the mountain that it's in, whether it's to disguise it from satellite photographs or what.
He says he was never told exactly what he'd be working on, but figured it had something to do with advanced propulsion. On his first day, he was told to read a series of briefings and immediately realized how advanced the propulsion was.
The power source is an antimatter reactor. They run gravity amplifiers. There's actually two parts.
Hold on.
To the
Let me
drive
let him
mechanism.
finish this.
It's a bizarre technology. There's no physical hookup between any of the systems in there. They use gravity as a wave, using waveguides, almost like microwaves.
It took a while, Lazar says, before he actually saw one of the flying discs. However, there were hints everywhere.
Right, they had a poster, and it looked like a commercial poster almost, like it was lithographed, and you could buy it at a Kmart or something. But they were all over the place, and it had the disc that I coined the term the sport model, was lifted off the ground about 3 feet at area S4 on the dry lake there, and the caption on the bottom said, "They're here." And those are...
There's this dude, right? He's called Stanton Friedman. He was a nuclear physicist. This guy was legit. He didn't like Bob Lazar, but point is, he's a legit scientist. He's died now, but he was talking about how people don't believe in these types of technologies, and he was like, I worked on one myself, and he explained how he worked on a technology. It was some type of nuclear energy something, and he said it was like the size of a volleyball, and he said it could power a city block, bro. And he's like, I can tell you about it. You're never gonna see it or hear about it because it's locked up in all this like military documentation and jargon and levels. But he's like, I know that type of technology exists. So if people think that energy just has to come from blowing something up or fire or like, combustion, dude, it's way more insane than that, bro. We're out here living in, like, we're living in a movie, bro, and we're still in the part of the movie where, like, like those movies where we've already seen the aliens, but then the humans on that planet don't know about it, or the military like is dealing with them, and then the rest of the world doesn't know. Like, that's where we're at, man. Because it's a crazy time out there, dude. And I've thought about this a few times. Like, would I want to run into an alien, bro? I have no idea. Like, because some people have run into them, and it's a bad time. Like, they don't have a good experience. Then other people run into them, and it's the most wonderful experience that they've ever had. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Ooh, it's a debate between him and some
on the earth and butting into people's business all the time. To get to the bottom of this and a number of other questions.
Q says just take LSD. Ooh boy, Q. Q. I did once. I took it at the beach in Sydney, Australia. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! My brain was blown wide open, my guy. In fact, do you know what I think? If you're still here, you know what I think? I think the reality of aliens would have the same effect as taking LSD. Like, if you're not mentally prepared, and Tommy as well, if you're not mentally prepared to see some weird shit and to feel some weird stuff, you're gonna crash out, man. You're gonna have a very hard time. Because I had a bad trip to start. Because I took it like thinking it was like weed, man. I was like, oh yeah. Like, I had to drive. I was supposed to be driving myself and my mom back from Sydney to our city, Canberra, in Australia. Bruv. And I took this stuff at 4 in the morning, dude. Oh my god. We took it when the sun was coming up. Dude, everything started looking like oil paints. The pattern on my friend's dress was moving around. Like, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I tripped for 2 weeks, dude. For like 2 weeks, I was just, Like, it was deep. It was deep, man. I remember. Q, have you done it? Like, also, it had effects on me that some didn't go away. Like, it's almost like someone described it as imagine there's a gate in your mind that just blocks off a whole bunch of stuff, right? So when you're a child, I think my personal belief is being on LSD is what kids who can't speak yet, that's what the world is like for them. But because that's all they know, it doesn't scare them. But for grown-ups, you grow up being taught to be afraid of this, to believe that. So when you take something like LSD and it kicks in, you're taken to a place, your body and your mind goes into a state of like, it's taking in information and it's giving you senses that you didn't know you had. Like, dude, every sound had a color. Like, okay, this isn't X-rated, so I can tell you this story, but like, I was super cooked, right? And I went to pee in the bathroom, and like, the pee, like, going into the toilet, like, every noise was just colors shooting out. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And like, dude, my emotions, my feelings, Quirky, bro, can you teach me how to pronounce your username, please? Because I'm just gonna be calling you Q. Weird. I smell like, kind of smelled something burning. Are the feds onto me? Interesting. Q, no, I'd like to. Done DMT and shroom. Jesus, you've done DMT? What was that like? Drew, psychedelics can also explain a lot of these sightings too. LOL. You know, Drew, you're right. You're right. Psychedelics, like, I'm sure there's a lot of experiences people had where they were like on psychedelics. But, Drew, I don't know if you know this. There's a group of scientists who are trying to explore the realm of DMT because it seems to be, how do they put it? They said from their research and from people's testimony, DMT seems to be a place that, how did they explain this? That DMT seems to take you to a place that's like a shared reality. Like everyone who's taken DMT can tell you they kind of went to the same place. And so that made a few researchers very curious, because the way hallucinations work is they're just to you. It's just a hallucination for you. But with DMT, it seems like everyone who takes it goes to the same place. And then they see whatever the hell they see. So they've been doing an experiment where they'll like stick you on a drip, and then you get cooked for how for like 8 hours. Like you stay on DMT. Like they just give you a drip, so you stay baked, you stay cooked out of your mind. You just fried, like you're fried, and then you just explore this place, and then you come back and you kind of tell people what you saw. Q Yunky, thank you, man. I'm glad now I know how to say it. Drew, have you done any? Anyone else watching? Have you done any psychedelics?
We have called forth two titans of the argument and response game. Please welcome Jen DeZura and Stanton Friedman. Stanton is a world-renowned UFO investigator and nuclear physicist, and perhaps the foremost expert on the shenanigans that went down in Roswell, New Mexico. His counterpart in this debate, Jen, is a two-time Virginia debate champ and the brainy babe primed to rebut Stanton's every contention. Jen and Stanton, are you prepared for this?
Yes, we are.
Let's let the argumentation begin.
The evidence is overwhelming that planet Earth is being visited by intelligently controlled extraterrestrial spacecraft. Some UFOs, underline the some 36 times. One of the things that characterizes most of the attacks from the noisy negativists, as I call them, is they ignore the data. And they'll say there is no UFO evidence, but you never find any references to the evidence. Don't tell me there's nothing there. This is an enlargement of that. Anybody who's close to it, really neat stuff. Let's look at the next slide. $100 million a year in 1958. Next slide. Let's look at the next one. Flying saucer, if you will. This is back in 57. In the next slide, you'll see a very exciting document. This is the enlargement of that. It's pretty neat. Next slide, please. Next slide. This is the one I worked on. Fusion, what goes on in the phenomena. Next slide. We are being visited. There really are flying saucers, Virginia.
Doesn't it make more sense that just some other nation or somebody somewhere on Earth has developed something that we arrogant Americans just aren't aware of?
We got round vehicles that fly around high-speed airplanes that can stop dead, that can make right-angle turns and do it without noise, without visible external engines, without wings and without tails. We could build things that look like that, but not look like that and fly like that. If we could, we'd have used them in all the wars we've had in the last 50 years. So if they weren't made here, then they had to be made someplace else.
How come none of those aliens came during the medieval era?
The sightings do go back to medieval times. I think they were checking us out and said, oh, these guys are still primitive. It's okay.
If you look
Yeah,
at
guys, just on the phone for a second. You know what I mean?
Sure, there are
But
a
check
few
this out.
dating back to ancient China, but we didn't start talking about them until about 1947.
Wrong on both counts. The biggest study ever done for the United States government, unclassified at least, is Project Blue Book Special Report number 14, biggest study done for the Air Force. They looked at 3,201 sightings. The report itself was not distributed. The press release was, to say the least, misleading.
The government is made up of a bunch of jerks who lie to us. I'm going to have to concur. However, this does not mean that everything the government says is wrong. When they tell me reading is fundamental, I'm inclined to agree. What Stanton has presented to us is an unfalsifiable set of statements. If the government says there are aliens, that would mean there are aliens. If the government says there are no aliens, that would also mean there are aliens. The government was clearly involved in various spy programs, probably foreign and domestic, during the Cold War. I think an excellent explanation would be that the government is very bad at covering up its own spying. That seems to be a better way to explain the wealth of contradictory information we've seen.
The data is there. When we have craft that can fly circles around our craft, where we have huge motherships half a mile long, the simplest explanation, we're dealing with alien intruders. That's the way the ball game goes on this planet at this time.
We should pick the simplest explanation that accounts for all of the data. For instance, which recipe for soup is easier? One
I love seeing
chicken
debates like
noodles and
this
carrots,
still on
or
the
one
phone, you know.
requiring just one
But
ingredient, which is pixie dust?
we'll be off in a bit.
pixie
check
dust
this thing
sounds
out.
a little simpler, but requires you to assume that it exists and that you know where to get it. That's what the alien explanation is here. Sure, it's very brief. It's one word, aliens.
All right, now we're really going to open the wild card here. So anybody in the audience who wants to ask a chance of real live experts about possible real live aliens, step right up here. Come aboard.
Thank you. Here's my question. First of all, in the documentary, what was it called? Independence Day. Will Smith.
Documentary?
Will Smith punched out an alien. Are they, in fact, that weak?
Aliens don't seem to be showing tremendous strength.
Sorry. Well, thank you very much. It was a fascinating question.
I obviously can't catch up on the 40 years of information collection that has gone into today's slideshow presentation. I'm certainly not going to argue that we've seen things we have no explanation for. I've got a lot of fuzzy pictures, you got a lot of fuzzy pictures. I'm down with that. The simplest explanation is that those pictures can be explained as a combination of hoaxes, ignorance, and misperceiving ordinary events.
Yo, Q Yankee, what the heck, man? I looked straight in the mirror when I was cooked. It was not a good idea.
Evidence of alien life could be revealed as early as next month. That's according to Simon Holland, who I've had on the show here before. Now, let's dive into the story because there's a lot of details here. Could this be it, y'all? Could this be the moment? Let's dig in. So, the story I'm about to tell you is being published in a few different news articles online from some news publications that some might deem not very reputable. But either way, the story goes as such. A signal has been detected from a distant planet, a technosignature, but also a biosignature, two different signatures that would, if confirmed, verify non-human life on another planet. Right? Extraterrestrial life, aliens, y'all, okay? And apparently, team or whatever you want to call them, their organization also may be on the cusp of making this announcement, and there could be sort of a race to see, you know, who makes this announcement first, right? Again, that we are not alone. Here's confirmation we are not alone. There is a distant planet with a techno-signature coming from it and a biosignature. Right, meaning some sort of technical advancements, right, along with life. Fascinating, right? But
Q, what songs were
let's
like
hear a little
those?
bit more
Tell me.
about this story from Professor Simon
curious.
Holland, and specifically how he heard about this.
Curious to know what those songs were and how they affected you, bro. You got a big smile on your face.
Evidence of
As a Christmas gift, Reverend Short has offered to use his body as a vessel for his alien friend, Corton.
We were going to have you over here. Is that okay?
No, I have to be sitting in the southeast, Lewis, always.
Corton will share with us the benefit of his extraterrestrial wisdom.
Focus.
Okay.
This is Central Control. This is Central Control. Stand by. Central Control, this is Addy. Central Control, this is Addy. On behalf of the Honorable Corton Representative, we are ready to begin with the information which we have for these individuals in this time period. Let us begin with the individual who's to the left forefront of the instrument.
You. State your first name.
I am JJ.
And within the next 4 to 6 of your Earth months, there will be a dramatic change in your life activity so that it would give you a more rounded character to pursue, modeled after another individual, and this one has the initials MJF. Is that known to you?
You think Michael J. Fox?
Central Control, this is Addy. Central Control, this is Addy. On behalf of the Honorable Corton Representative, we are ready to begin with the information which we have for these individuals in this time period. Let us begin with the individual who's to the left forefront of the instrument.
You. State your first name.
I am JJ.
And within the next 4 to 6 of your Earth months, there will be a dramatic change in your life activity so that it would give you a more rounded character to pursue, modeled after another individual, and this one has the initials MJF. Is that known to you?
You think Michael J. Fox? MJF.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
You do like Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
It would be safer profession to
To go straight,
right.
do legitimate movies.
Very well.
Another question, Mike.
I'll pass.
Something about the Course in Miracles.
It is thus termed miracles because it seemingly applies to each individual differently, but brings very succinct enlightenment, erudition.
Mike, what was that? I didn't even understand that one. Did you?
Yeah, you're saying that the Course brings enlightenment to...
That is correct.
Corton, are you satanic?
We are only committed to that which is Almighty God, Father of lights.
So that's a no?
Yes, Shalom. On behalf of the Honorable Corton Representative, we are ending our transmission.
Corton departed.
I'm actually dying, guys. That alien one is murdering my life, dude. What the hell? Send more on Discord, you guys. Still on the phone with my girl. Her train is showing up. Her train's leaving in like 4 minutes. So just keeping her company on my iPad here. You know what I'm saying? So she ain't by herself. So I appreciate you guys hanging on the viewing. But I'll be chatting again in a minute. Q Yankee. Up to this day, there are some songs that take me back to that trip, like Diamonds Dancing, Drake and Future. Oh my god, what a song to be on acid with. That album was pretty dope, though, I'm not gonna lie. That album was pretty dope, I'm not gonna lie. Drew, do you know what search terms I could use to find this guy? Is it this one?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Martin. I'm an extraterrestrial channel. They're an extraterrestrial civilization from our future. They tunneled through to our timeline to reproduce with us. They're actually extracting semen and eggs from male and females and mixing our genetic material with their genetic material to produce a hybrid race to help prolong their civilization. Yes. Well, from what they teach, we're going to be a 7th hybrid race, and we're all going to have interbred with all the hybrid civilizations and the extraterrestrials, and we're going to be a new species formed. So, yes, so presumably to achieve that, we're going to be having consensual sex with these extraterrestrials. A sort of a blend of the grey extraterrestrial and the humans. I don't know if other civilizations may be involved, because there's well-known extraterrestrial races such as the Pleiadians are known as very beautiful beings. They sometimes call them the like Nordics because they're like blonde and long hair and like really beautiful. From what I understand, they view us as basically completely insane. When they see us worrying about things like death, they find it hilarious. And when they see us like running around like headless chickens just to create money, just to keep ourselves alive, and they know it's all a big joke because you can't die anyway. And they say even if we did die, you can choose to come back from the death state. Yeah, when I first came out with it, when I first started doing YouTube videos, there was a bit of mickey taking from some of my old friends for sure. But I think generally they're a lot more supportive. I think people are just... I have one entity that's called, or refers to himself to me as Tahini Ra. He's almost like me. It's quite weird when I first saw him because it was...
Yo, we vibing. Tommy, what's up? Was just on the phone with my girl for a little bit, and she's on her train now. So I'll be on here for another like close to an hour-ish, because that's how long her train gets to reach home. Drew, I appreciate you hanging on. Okay, so listen, this dude. Okay, so Drew, these are the types of people. Yeah, she's Spanish. From Spain, bro. Like they like they use that they have the lisp, you know what I'm talking about? Like proper Spanish, bro. And she has, it's 3 sisters, bro, all Spanish. Shh, When I go to family things, bro, I ain't no messing around. Enzo Smash, what it do? We've just been talking about alien stuff. Just earlier on, I was on the phone with my girl. She was doing this like cool retreat thing, and so she was getting on the train. So I was like, yo, let me keep her company on the phone for a minute. You know what I mean? So now she's on the train, and yeah, man. So also, guys, this is Drew's cousin. Drew's in the chat. This is his cousin, yo. How cool is that? Real top dude, by the way. Really beautiful music. The Pimp's World. Yo, I forgot that YouTube has some documentaries that you're like, dude, what? Like, how are we gonna talk about this? Okay, real quick, I want to see this Turkey UFO video. Okay, dude, this is one of the best pieces of evidence. Drew, tell me what you think of this. You can almost see two little foreheads right on the front there. Okay, hold on. Maybe you guys aren't seeing it, right? I'll wake up my stream deck. Ugh. Can you see it better now? You seeing what I'm seeing? What do you think about this, Drew? And Tommy, what do you think about this? Oh, Gary, what up? I just saw your thing. I just saw your chat, my dude. I'm here, bro. You're getting love. You know what's weird is the YouTube chat's really delayed. I really don't know what's going on about that. In fact, right now, I'm gonna open the YouTube and I'm gonna open that live stream and just see if my chat is faster that way. If I just look directly in here. What do you guys think of this footage, though? It's real weird. Apparently, this was filmed in Turkey. What do you think of it? Gary, there you go. I sent you some love. I've got the chat for YouTube open now, bro. You're gonna send a beat. We'll send it on Discord, bro. Cause right now I'm talking to the peoples. Talking to the populations. Okay, so Tommy, apparently here. Let's see if we get a good. So apparently what you're seeing here is like this is the front of the UFO, some type of glass thing, and then these are wings. Drew says PR stunt. They're advertising the new Men in Black. Original footage. But this was a real incident filmed by, okay, object was over the sea, filmed. So some random guy saw this shit. Here we go, Drew. What do you think of this now? So this is from far. Then he's what? What do we think, guys? Men in Turkey. Men in Turkey suits. Okay, Drew. If this is fake, this is impressive for 2008. I'll tell you that much. Because the camera shake is legit. This is exactly how a camera would behave if it was filming something. I honestly think people went through the video. They couldn't tell that it was fake, but then they were like, we still don't know what it is. But that looks like something, bro. Tommy, tienes sed. Gary, you know what my Discord is? So you can send that beat? Send it over, send it over, send it over. We got our dude Gary Hines on YouTube, watching on YouTube. Send it over. Okay, so everyone on YouTube just wants me to react to their songs, bro. No one's trying to talk to me on YouTube. Toma agua, hay que hidratarse, hermano. Sí, el agua es muy bien. Yo, dude! I said it at the same time. What? Duolingo's paying off. Chinese balloon? Yo, Drew, those Chinese balloons are outmaneuvering US military. No wonder the Chinese made all our TVs in tech, bro. Like, they know what they're doing. Dude, that's a weird object. And also, Drew, I'm really keen on finding out where that alien man, like the other alien in tongues, was that the video that I showed you, the Louis Theroux? Or was it something else? I'm really curious about that. El agua. Look at what this says. This says, chill. Chill. Kimar, send it on my Discord, yo. Send it on my Discord. That's the best way to get me to look at your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Send it on Discord. And I have a thing that's like share your stuff. You put it in there, I'll listen to it, bro. I'll react to it. I'll tell you what I think. It's the Louis Theroux Weird Weekends. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so there was like a whole episode. View full playlist. I don't know that I could play the whole episode. I feel like already YouTube is gonna can my stream because of the other stuff I played, but whatever. At least Kick is still doing his thing. And if I don't get copyright strike, then whatever. Louis Theroux tests out hypnotic dating, Nation of Islam, fans of female bodybuilders. Holy crap. Okay, let me just search. Alien. Not found. What? I mean, it was definitely this one. Tell me, who is Melodoc? Where did you see that name? Melodoc is a homie. Yeah, where did you see his name, Tommy? He's not in the chat, I don't think. Melodoc is a OG from like my first streams. He was there. Yeah, Melodoc is a winner. Yeah, he's a lovely dude. Just like Drew. Winners. Kimar, put it in the Discord, fam. All right, appreciate it, man. When I done, Mellow, yo, it's my dude. Glad to see you, buddy. This is the longest stream I've ever done, I think, so far. We're on 3 hours, bro. We're cooking the midnight oil. Kimar, you put it in the Discord. All right, bet. We're gonna listen to it, and everyone else who joins the Discord, like, they'll be able to react to it as well. So, are you looking for feedback or you just want to share a song? What's the deal? Tell me. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. YouTube so far, Kimar, you need to break the cycle. Everyone else on YouTube is just like, listen to my song, and that's it. And I'm like, damn. Like, YouTube, everyone's just business, bro. The people I'm chatting to are on Kick, man. People are actually having conversations with me. So Kimar, tell me about yourself. What's going on? And your Kick, my Kick can see your chats on the screen. So, you know, say what's up to the people out there as well. Because some of the people watching might react to your stuff. They're all on the Discord as well. So, you know, say what's good to the homies on Kick. Mellow, bro, I'm so sorry. I've been here lurking, watching out for the trolls, lol. I've been awake 2 days. So I've just been enjoying the convos. Dude, 2 days? What? What have you been doing, my friend? Are you all right? The longest I've done is 38 hours straight, and boy, I was cooked. I was cooked. I like went out. Next day was my brother's birthday, so I was like, and I came home at like 6. I was like, I don't want to sleep, because if I sleep, I'm gonna feel like trash because I'm only gonna sleep 2 hours. So I was like, we're going. Kimar says, what's up to everyone? I'm a 19-year-old artist that makes rap. Started making music about 2 years ago, only up from here. Glad to hear that, Kimar, and thank you for telling us a little about yourself, man. That's good. Good to know. Kimar, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to go to your channel, and I'm going to hit subscribe. You'll watch me do it right here. This is Kimar's channel. 19-year-old rapper. Subscribe. Listen, here we support each other, my dude. That's what we do. That's the work we do out here. Doing the Lord's work. I'm just gonna go to your latest video. Like, I'm not gonna play it right now, but I'm gonna hit a like. And what? YouTube doesn't allow me to comment if the screen is small. That's so weird. Boom, homie, you got your first comment. It's like that, bro. We show love out here. Boom. So I've subscribed to your channel. I liked your latest video, and I've put a comment in there. Yeah, buddy. That's what you get, man. Just hanging out. Talk to us, bro. We give back in this community. Mello, you guys been having some mad convos. I joined when you were still talking about Chupacabra. Dude, you've been here for a minute. Chupacabra also. Guys. Chupacabra, is there any data on those things? Is there any data on those damn chupacabras? Jesus, look at that screenshot. My guy, oh my days, man. That is freaky. Okay, something I don't like about AI is like it's how do I put this? It's just being overused, man. Chupacabra confession? What the hell? Tommy, do you know anyone who's seen one? I don't know that you told me. Monster, dog, or myth? Dude, some of these images are giving me nightmare fuel. And not because I think the chupacabra is scary. Just those images are gross. Q-Yankee animal hybrids. Ooh. Hybrid with what? That's the question. Hybrid with what? You know what? Let me see. Okay, let me just see in my play. I have playlists, right? I'm curious if I have a because I have playlists where I've saved certain things and I'm like, dude, what the hell is this? So let me see if I'll find something real strange to show y'all. Let's see. Dude, I've saved some real bizarre things on YouTube where it's like, dude, what the hell is this? And I just put it in my playlist so that I'm like, yo, later on when I'm hanging out with the homies, I'll play this thing. Pombero appears in rural zones. Pomberito. You know someone who saw a pomberito? Can you tell me about that? What happened? Where were they and what did it do? You guys, pomberito is in Argentina is like the chupacabra. It's like some weird little creature. Also, Yankee, have you heard of the gateway tapes? Where it's like a bunch of tapes that were recorded for you to like kind of expand your mind. It uses binaural beats and it makes you like people have been astral projecting and stuff. I got the original tapes, bro. Those things are like $5,000 on eBay. But you know your boy knows how the internet works. So your boy got some of those without having to pay that crazy price. Tommy says, yay, but when it appears, do noises and run away from sight. I have a friend in a rural zone that see one in his house in the middle of nowhere. Dude, what? What did it do in his house? Mello might have wanted to do his next stream with a chupacabra. Let him know where you can find one. Dude! You know what? I'll be here with the chupacabra. I'm like, so, why you keep messing with people, dude? What's your deal, Chupa? Chupa, what's going on with you? And then Chupa will be like, I have not eaten for 400 years. I am so hungry. I am starving. By the way, isn't this sick? This is from Takashi Murakami. My sister got it for me for my birthday. Super cool. I got a whole bunch of plushies up here in the studio, man. It's plush city, you know what I'm saying? It really is plush city out here. Chupacabra, I have not eaten in 400 years. Every time I show up in the house, everyone gets scared, so I have to run away. But I just want food. Just feed me. And I'll be like, bro, why don't you speak to them instead of making noises and running off? You're talking to me now. And Chupa will be like, I did not think about this. I was starving, so all I could say at the time was, "Ah!" And then people run away. Like, it would make sense, dude. When I'm hungry, dude, I get a bit touchy. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I get that. You sure you're not Chupacabra? Oh yeah, 100%. I'm not Chupacabra. If anything, a hybrid of not of Chupacabra, just a hybrid. Dude, I've seen. Okay, hold up. Have you guys ever watched the old Speed Racer show? Dude, that show is unhinged, bro. Old Speed Racer is unhinged. Listen to this. Look at this.
Calling the Mach 5. Come in, Speed. Trixie calling the Mach 5.
I'm in the middle of a race, Trixie. Don't talk to me now. Can't you wait till it's over?
Speed, listen to me. Eloise's brother Hap has got to win. Please let him.
Why should I let him win? I'm out to win myself. Now sign off and don't bother me.
You hearing this psychopath right here?
Hap must win so that he can pay for the doctors to make his sister well. And besides, Hap would then be hired to manage a big car factory. That would solve all their money problems. Please let him win, Speed.
It doesn't matter to me what his reasons are for wanting to win. I wouldn't be playing fair if I let him win the race on purpose.
But Speed!
I'll see you when the race is over, Trixie.
But Eloise is ill. They must have some money. Please let him win, Speed. Speed! Speed! Speed!
She was like, please let him win, Speed. They have no money. And he's like, no! Get off the phone. I'll see you after the race. Jesus, what a psychopath. What a psychopath. Q Youngkey, yes, I've heard of gateway tapes, but my take on how to access that spirit realm or astral realm is a lot different from that nowadays. Okay, fair enough, but for the gateway tapes, I do believe they're legit, because the idea of synchronizing the hemispheres in your brain, like people have done scans of like monks who are super up there like in meditation, and it's the same, bro. It's very similar. Drew NFG, what's that mean? I am my brain's a bit slow right now. Mellow, I know this. Never watched any full episodes but seen the memes. Dude, this dude is a psycho. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at those clouds up there. They're beautiful. And it's a perfect day for a drive.
Oh, Trixie, please stop talking. I'm trying to figure something out.
Oh.
I forget what this is. Oh, this was from a movie, dude. This was from like a... This is from like a... old, you know those old super cheap movies? Dude, Speedy does not give a damn. By the way, the Speed Racer movie, no shot. I enjoyed it, bro. Just like Spy Kids. Like the Speed Racer movie, the live action one. Dude, I actually enjoyed that movie. I think it was dope. It made me like you just get baked and watch that movie. You just the world disappears for the length of that movie. It's very like, I don't know how to put it. It's very nostalgic. But just look at this. Like this is like a hacker. Just check this scene out, dude.
Hello?
It's me, Richard.
It's 1:30 in the morning. What are you doing calling me?
Sorry to do it to you, but we have a mother of a virus ripping through a major company file.
Okay, throw me some numbers.
No.
Okay, throw me some numbers.
Sir. 559 over 697 times 65 times... What is this dude doing? That ain't no IP address. What is this man doing? Did you see him press enter? Duck. That was it. Enter. That was okay. Let's see what the hacker does.
Okay, give me your password.
My password?
Out with it.
Oral cum shot.
Oral cum shot? Yeah, that fits. I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing. But you didn't.
Okay, guys, I've been working on this outfit for some time now.
He's just hitting buttons, bro. He's just like, he does not care. That's the most chaotic shit I've ever seen, dude. But yeah, Speed Racer, dude. Wow. Speed Racer is insane. Speed Racer is actually completely insane, dude. And do you know what? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have a feeling that those clips were from like gay corn movies, if you understand my drift. Cause I was on TikTok or Instagram and somebody was just posting like before anything happens, right? Like the intros of those movies. And dude, they're so insane. Like they're super, super unhinged. Super, super unhinged. And then obviously, boom, it goes into whatever. But they don't show it on TikTok, obviously. Actually, I don't know. There's sides of TikTok like Twitter, dude. Whoa. I've seen like, have you guys ever seen like narco Twitter or narco TikTok? Seen what those guys are up to? Have you ever seen those TikToks, dude? There was this TikToker in Mexico, I think. He was this kid. He was like 17 and he was doing really well. He was getting famous. And then one day he's on video and he used to drink alcohol too. He was like 15. So he's drinking on stream somewhere out in public. And then he's like, yeah. I'm the business, I'm the whatever. And then he mentions a cartel boss in that area. Like this dude's not a joke. Like imagine mentioning El Chapo when El Chapo was doing work. So this dude mentions him and he's like, I don't give a damn. Like what? No one's gonna touch me. Screw that guy, throwing out fingers. And the dudes he was with in the stream, you could see them all just going, oh hell no. This dumbass did not just he did not just say what like you could see the people around him were like, dude, shut your mouth. Bro, that same day, this kid got unalived, bro. Like, someone drove by, bullets, bro. They emptied clips in this dude. And it wasn't even the drug lord who, like, made it happen. People were just like, like, this drug lord was such a big deal that he's the type of guy, if someone talks badly about him and somebody else, like, deals with it, like, they'll go to him and be like, hey, boss, someone disrespected you, I dealt with it. Let me, I don't know, let me in your group or give me work, whatever. But like this kid just got straight up unalived, man, because he like brought up this massive like mafia boss's name and just started talking trash, bro. I was like, people's egos, bro. You get too big for your britches. And then that's what happens. Like, there's certain people, just don't mention their name, dude. Just don't talk about them. Silly games, silly prizes. Yeah, buddy. I mean, it's unfortunate what happened to him, but it's also, like, not at all surprising. Literally not at all surprising. Whoa, the temp just went down out here, Brian. It's getting cold. It's midnight for me. Oh, actually, it's 1 a.m. Holy crap. It's 1 a.m., guys. Your boy been streaming for 3 hours 24. Like, we're out here, dude. This is a marathon. We've been moving. We have been moving. View full playlist. What's in here? Okay, no. These are like classic songs. I'll get copyrighted to hell. I know that. Okay, I won't get copyrighted for this. This was me and my girl in Cambridge. So we were just hanging out in the sun, watching the river. It was a good day, man. I had my headphones on. I was watching anime, I think. Well, I wasn't watching it immediately, but I was just chilling, bro. I was looking at the sky. Yeah, that was a good day, bro. Today was a good day. Drew, you know that song by Ice Cube? 2 GB of video filming that. Bro, it was more than 2 GB, bro. It was way more than that. Bro, one in life. Q Yankee, W stream. Listen, W chat, let me not lie to you, bro. The chat's what's made the stream good. Cause y'all been keeping me active, giving me something to talk. Bro, we were talking about this just now, Drew. Bigfoot. But I'm not gonna play that because I think that might get us copyrighted. Yeah, Speed Racer is a psycho, dude. What? Yeah, dude, W chat. The chat is W. 2000, Tommy says. 2 GB of... Dude, I was filming in 4K. So by the time it was done, it was like probably like 12 to 15 gig. Bro, let me show you something. How would I do this? Let me show you something. So I have this software called Daisy Disk. It tells you like what your disk usage is. Where is it? There it is. Tells you what your disk usage is. So I have 8 terabytes. I can't even see it. Hold up. Eight terabytes. We're not playing games here, dude. 8 terabytes. So yeah, I take like high quality video and also I have a bunch of my streams saved. So I know those are also like, oh my days, what is happening here? Ugh. Tommy, my music software alone is 3 terabytes? Deep. I just put the crappiest W in the chat. Can I get a cool W? Hold on. Let me see. Nope. Dude, I don't even have emojis, bro. Hold on, global. I got that. Yeah, where'd you guys get these emojis from? Y'all gotta teach me. That's what I got. Oh man. Yeah, Mello, you always have the gifs, man. You always come clutch with them. You always come clutch with those. Dude, what the hell is my computer doing? Okay. Oh, it's acting really weirdly. It's acting weirdly slow. Seeing that? I wonder why. I wonder why. Yeah, that's strange. Yeah, dude, what? Can I copy it? Nope. They're sick, dude. None of these are mine. They're from other streamers who I follow. You gotta get out there and meet some of them, mighty. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, man. I'll be trying to do that. Because I want to get those emojis. I'll straight up join their streams and be like, yo, give me emojis right now. So basically, if you follow them, like they'll have emojis and then you can just use them elsewhere. That's how it works. Am I understanding this correctly? Is that how this is done? Never illegally download. What's this?
Hey, come look at the site.
Oh, cool. Can you download the Foo Fighters?
Yeah. Hold on. What did I do? You know it's illegal. Download copyrighted music. I'm taking you in.
Pay for me.
Whoa, he fried the mic. He fried the mic. Mellow, but yeah, once you followed any free emojis, you can just use anywhere. Okay, let me ask you this, Mellow. If I just follow random people, will I just get access to their emojis or I gotta do some extra? We're on the hunt for emojis. Here on PBC. You wouldn't download a dog. Okay, also low-key, what is this called? The SR-71, that's my favorite plane, dude. The Blackbird. I know a cool fact about it. Depends what you want to do for them, Mighty. Listen, bro, I have many skill sets. I already closed my software, so I can't do that thing I was doing the other time. Where I was just like going, playing with a massive bass. No, you should be good to drop follows, but it's good form to chat to streamer. Oh yeah, of course, man, of course. I was keeping track of Hurricane Milton. Is it Milton? This new one, dude. I watched. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. I watched a visualization of Hurricane Milton. Dude, what the hell? Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you, dude. This was absolutely insane. It was absolutely insane. Simulation, maybe? Okay, it was like this one.
Of how much water rise you can expect above normally dry ground. This, for example, over southeastern North Carolina in Beaufort and Morehead City.
So this isn't the one for Milton, but I just want to show you, like, dude, news graphics are insane these days. Look at this. News graphics are next level. Completely next level.
Its way well inland. So let's now have a look at what that might be like. For example, we know Florence is going.
Dude, technology. Are you seeing this? This is the news.
Bring 1 to 3 feet of inundation across many locations.
Mello, think about it. If you had some cool emoji and bro followed but never even said hi. Oh, agreed, man. Agreed. I would be like, come on, bro, say something. Like my YouTube, Mello, everyone's just, hey, react to my song. I'm like, damn, bro, dudes don't even say hi nowadays.
That certainly is enough to knock you off your feet. It can definitely stall cars out and even carry cars away. And
dude, this is the Weather Channel.
Flood many of the lower levels of structures. But we know Florence is also going to bring water rises well above.
Dude, are you hearing these graphics and sound effects?
Perhaps up to 6 feet. Now 6 feet of water, imagine that. That carries large objects in it. Like cars, for example, that can act like battering rams and enhance the damage that would otherwise be. And also we know that can flood the lower levels of many structures. We also know that Florence is going to carry with it likely
Brother.
well above that. Perhaps 9, 10 feet, maybe more. That
Tommy, you should work for the Weather Channel. Give him some sick graphics. Give him some sick graphics to freaking check out. I have a multi-Reddit called WTF on Reddit, and this just saves all the really bizarre, just the weird stuff that Reddit pops up. What do you guys think of the Reddit website, bro? I think this thing is hideous. Like, I know there's a new Reddit, but I'm old school. I don't want to go to the new Reddit. I'm annoyed by the new Reddit. It's annoying, and there's way more ads, and no. I'm sticking with the old stuff. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Oh, man. Mello, we saw this the other day. I think. Did I see this with you? Oh! Dude, this UFC is... Oh, UFC is freaky, man. Let me see. Top. Past week. Let's go. Yeah, past week. Okay, this one's not bad, but this one made me LOL. Oh, no. Copyrighted audio. That's the worst. I think I stopped it in time. I think it's like over 3 seconds. Did you see that, guys? And she's fine. She just came out of it like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you throwing this on me? She's like, can you believe this? Look at this, dude. She's just walking. Dude, a whole, like, dude, she's so lucky that thing was empty, dude. Mello, we didn't see anything. They can't prove a thing. Oh yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. Dude, that was insane. That was insane. Q. That was insane. Oh man. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen this. Has anyone watched Joker, the second one? Apparently it's a terrible movie. And look at this. This is a video of Joaquin Phoenix like telling Lady Gaga, like, bro, this movie is trash. Oh! Did you see that first guy? I think this is the end of the movie, and the first guy's like, dude. Press play, damn it. But look, people read his lips apparently, and here he says to her, it's horrible. And Lady Gaga has to be like, she has to pretend that he's saying cool stuff. He's like, this movie sucks. I hated it. It was the worst thing I've ever done. Look at her, just going, what? Damn, guy, just chill, relax. Oh, no, it's fine. And he's like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate this movie. He was talking about a bad ending. Q, the movie was a musical. The whole movie had singing the whole way through. Someone on Twitter was like, WTF, you guys just wanted Lady Gaga to sing. Worst movie I've ever seen. Apparently it was just singing, dude. I don't want to do any spoilers, but that's the main thing. Dude, it was just singing. Imagine a Joker musical. Except Lady Gaga is doing all the singing. My dude, My dude. I've seen this, guys. This is insane. Just I'm just gonna keep quiet and let you see it for yourself. But this is intense. Look at this. Oh, surprise! Should have been called A Star Has Died. Drew, it was a dumpster fire, as far as I can tell. It was a literal dumpster fire. Like, everyone who watched that movie was like, why did you do this? And apparently the storyline of Joker 2 like undoes the whole of Joker 1. Like, it kind of just undoes the entire storyline and just changes it all. And it's like, dude, why did y'all do this? Why did y'all do this? That's how I ignore my life problems. What's this guy up to? This is me with a blunt, just chilling on the highway. I mean, don't do that. And I'm not saying I did that, but I'm just making up a scenario. What's happening here? Oh, homie's like, you're not passing. He's like, no, you're not passing. And he just kept eating, dude. He's like, I told you not to, like, you shouldn't have cut me off. Deep. Saying that A Star Was Born was actually all right. Drew, have you watched it? Will you watch it? Has anyone watched that Joker Folie 2? Dude, Q, you're right. Heath Ledger, legendary, man. Legendary. What a winner. Like, his Joker was magic, man. And it sucks because even I watched the movie after he had died. And so, like, I almost felt guilty because I was like, I'm giving this dude hype after, you know, after he's not here now. You know what I mean? And it's like, bro, I should have watched this earlier. But again, you never know, man. You never know when people are gonna go. So just gotta handle your business. His intrusive thoughts one. What did this dude do? Oh! If a journalist sticks a microphone in my mouth, I'm going to prison, dude. I'm actually going to prison. I will fight you to the death. You will die by my hand. Like, I don't care how rich or famous I am. It's all being thrown away. I'll be in prison like that dude. I'll be like, play that tape. Play the tape of me beating that dude. Till he's unconscious. Are you nuts? Are you actually nuts? I'm playing this one more time. Okay, I'm gonna play it with sound. Copyright be damned. There better not be some weird music on this.
No!
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? What the hell is that? There was an attempt to chest bump a donkey. No! Damn you, YouTube, and your copyright. Damn copyright. Damn it all to hell. Oh, okay. It's not so bad. Dude, it annoys me how like every video just has some random pop music in the background, and it's like, I don't know about you guys, but if I was a musician, like I don't know. Like I don't want my music to be the background to like some dumb video. Like nobody cares about your music in that situation. Bro, Elon is insane right now with the Tesla show and now with SpaceX landing. Bro, you know what I think? I think there's better tech out there, and then we're just being given a show. Like, oh, look at our rockets. And by the way, I'm not hating. It's still cool what he did. It's still cool to do what he did. And the robo taxis. Life would be entirely too boring without these idiots entertaining us. Oh. 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 Did you see his back? Did you guys see his back? Okay, I'm not going to force you guys to go through that one more time. But that messed me up. That messed me up. Here's what a 15-foot hurricane storm surge looks like, folks. Oh, dudes. Okay, you guys, I've watched this video like a few months ago. Let me just walk you through it. I want you guys to pay attention to this red building over here, okay? See where my mouse is? See there? Where my mouse is? There. What? Pay attention to that building, bro. This is real time. I pooped myself when I saw this. Drew, city game. Yeah, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Just watch this, guys. You know what? This is a house, dude. 15-foot storm surge. That's a whole house, bro. Okay, real quick. I'm going to jump back to here, but I just wanted to show you. First of all, there was a freaking car. Okay, you guys can't see it. Hold up. Someone's driving. Someone's driving here, guys. Okay, someone's driving. Just watch this. Someone's driving. Please just pay attention to what you're seeing, okay? Nature, stuff's going on, okay? Someone's driving. I don't know what psychopath that is. But anyway, someone just, you see this whole thing. That house is 2 stories, okay? And you see everything around here. Now just watch. Now I'm going to jump. I'm just going to let it play out. I'm going to let it play out and just let you guys see what the hell nature will do to you. Okay. Watch this. Okay. Man, I hope everyone's left at this point. Look at this, dude. And it's not even at the worst yet. It gets worse. Look at this. And now the house is, the water's like, oh, you come hang with us. Nah, you come out with us. Hang out with us. This is like when you're at the club and you mess, like someone screws up and the bouncer's like, no, you're leaving. And the dude's like, no. And the bouncer's like, yo, I'm carrying you out. Look at this, dude. It lifted an entire house right off the foundations and was like, now we're going to go with you. These palm trees over here are just hanging on for dear life. You know what my question is? Why did anything get built in Florida, dude? Drew, how did that? I watch another streamer and he's in Florida. Is he doing okay? or they, whoever they are they doing all right? Did they live stream anything about the storm? Look at this, dude. This is absolutely insane. Holy crap, guys. Okay, it's 1:30 in the morning for me. I still haven't taken my meds. Oof. So I better do that ASAP. And I just wanted to show you all this before I get off the streamsy. But I'm definitely going to be, I'll be jumping back on tomorrow. Maybe a bit earlier than when I started this time. When did I start this time? I started this one at like 9. I started the stream at 9. Ish. Yeah, I think I started a little bit after 9. Dude. Dude. That was crazy, dude. So we've done a 4-hour stream. Drew, he's good. It was touch and go for him evacuating, but he was one of the lucky few. I love it. Mello, W's in the chat. Listen, Q, Yankee, Drew, Mello, Tommy. You guys are my homies, bro. It would be so sick if we could meet IRL one day and just get baked and hang out. So I'm done, guys. I have had it. I'm going to bed. Q Yankee, bro. I just listened to some of your music and not gonna lie, I was expecting the typical Kenyan music, but damn son, it's lit. Much love and support from me. I'm into that type of music. Yo, that's sick. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's really awesome, dude. W stream. Oh, we did good, guys. We did good. 4 hours in this beat. Have a great night. Catch you on the next one. Yeah, I'll be definitely trying to stream tomorrow, yo. So anyone who's just come in, it was a good time. Try and catch me tomorrow. Dude, this stream clip, this recording, it's going to be fat. It's going to be a couple of gigabytes, I bet. But yeah, I'm going to bed, guys. I am going to bed. What? And I still have to take my meds. Ah! Also, shout out to the guy who followed me, whose name is Nick GURRS _193. What a psycho, dude. What a psycho calling yourself Nick Gers 193. What a psycho. Oh man, he's the best. And he seemed to be trolling, but he seemed chill, so we'll see. We'll see. Ah, he didn't say anything too bad, so I let it slide. I agree. W Congo. Drew. Oh, that was so fun, dude. Oh man. So I appreciate all you guys. You guys be safe. If it's early in the day for you still, take it easy. If it's nighttime, be safe in this night. Have helpful dreams, be restful, and tomorrow is another day, bro. Anything you guys are working on, I hope it goes well. I hope it smashes. I'll be here tomorrow, bro. I'll be here tomorrow. Let me take my meds and take it easy. You feel me? I appreciate you all. I'm going to hit stop recording first. Now no one's going to see this part of the stream. Well, it's still going to be in the VOD. What am I talking about? Flat white though. Drew, I agree with you. I think that was a white dude, but he was a massively good troll. I'm not going to lie. He was a very good troll. Like he hung out in the chat and he spoke to us. And I was like, you know what, bro? I'll allow this one. I'll allow it, bro. It's fine. Like, I'll take this one as it comes. But yeah, what a nuts guy, man. Everyone else who's in the viewership, whatever, lurking, appreciate you guys. You know what to do. If you want to hang out again, hit that follow. It's a small thing for you, but it means the world to me. And I appreciate you guys. W's in the chat. Whew. Go to sleep now, damn. Also, guys, check this out. Anyone have this still? Forgive the fingerprints. But anyone still got this? This is the OLED one. See how shiny it is? So, yeah. That's a thing. Oh, also this is hanging out at my desk. I'm showing you guys some special gear, dude. Look at this. Look at this. Drew, you remember these? You remember these, Drew? Look at this. With the pen? With the pen? Yo. See you later, guys. I even have a floppy drive out here, but yeah. Okay, I need to go now. I'm wasting time. Oh. Yeah, buddy.